it is your girl Papalona here, coming to you with another video. Okay, so this is another reading where I just kind of want to jump in. I don't want to do too much. So as you see from the title above, we are going to be doing a mystery message reading. I don't know if y'all tapped in with my last one, but honey, these are dope. I'm like super excited. Let me explain. So we have all these presents here wrapped by me and Bae. Okay, oh, let me put this like this way. Hold up. Boom. We have all these presents here, and basically underneath, well, I can't tell y'all what's underneath, but there's these little topics. Okay, so I have these little topics in each box. I don't know what they look like. The way I made them, if you want to go tap in on my other video where I did this, I like rolled them up real tight so I can pick them up and not see anything. So I literally picked out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Counting is fundamental. Picked out 6, put them in the box, 1 for each box, and then me and Bae wrapped them. Okay, so this is like your gift mystery message, but I get to open it. So without further ado, we got 6 piles. Pile 1, actually fuck that, I show these up close and personal in the beginning, so do a little rewind if you need to. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, pile 5, and pile 6. Okay, so go ahead and pick intuitively, and I'll see you guys at your pile or piles. Yay! Let's open. I cannot wait. Okay, so we have this little blue bow. Let me just, because I may want to use that later. All right. Oh my gosh. I have an obsession with squares. Like, not even just squares, perfect shapes. And this little box is taking me. It's taking me there. So let's open up. Ooh. Happy birthday to me. Yay. Okay. Ooh, there it is. Let's see what it is, darling. Okay, you see what I mean? Like, I can't see. Your topic, yeah, your topic is, how do your coworkers feel about you? How do your coworkers feel about you? So y'all already know I'm blunt. I'm gonna tell you, you know, if it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. I'm gonna tell you, okay? So give me a second. I'm gonna see what deck I wanna use for this, and then we'll get started. So I will be right back. All right, pile 1. Okay, so don't forget, your topic is, how do your coworkers view you? We're going to be using the Literary Witches Oracle and the Vlad Dracula Tarot. Okay, so the thing about this is everybody works in different places, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all don't have a corporate job, but maybe you do tarot and you're asking about, like, you know, your, I don't want to say your competition, but you know, I guess your peers that do the same thing, whatever the fuck, girl. Okay, there's gonna be probably like multiple messages. I'm gonna get 3 really quick though. I do feel like somebody here, you could have a higher position at work, or you've been there longer than somebody. It seems like there's a younger energy, someone that's just gotten there, or maybe they're younger than you. Maybe they're, I don't know, maybe they're underneath you, like you're the supervisor. I don't know, but they actually look up to you, okay? I will say that, like, there is someone at work that seems to be younger or new that looks up to you. People use you as the example of what they should be doing at work. Now, of course, whenever you're that type of person, some of you guys could be by the book and people don't like that. Or, you know, you just do what you do well. And like I said, with that comes the positive. You know, people love it, okay? But then you also got the people that are like, who he or she thinks she is, or they always show favoritism towards her. But, you know, fuck them, okay? Did that mean to come out? That's the World card. Okay, so some of you guys are fixed signs. And if you're not a fixed sign, the way the energy is coming through is that when you do something, you do it well, okay? You know how to really pay attention to the fine details. When you have a project, you get it done. I'm not talking to somebody that's lazy. If you're lazy, this ain't your pile. This is someone that gets it done. Once you have a vision, you follow through. Some of you guys show up very confident about what it is that you do. You're a good worker, okay? This is crazy because your boss is coming through. Like, I don't know, like, it almost seems like you guys are dependable. Like, people can depend on you. So I feel like certain people at the job, regardless of their feelings, whether good or bad, they know if they need to get something done, they know to come to you, or they know to get your help, okay? Or they know if, like, if you were doing a group project, you would be the partner that people know is going to get them through, okay? And I can hear some of y'all like, that ain't me. Then I need to say jump out. But let me see. Because there's like a leadership energy here. And some of y'all don't try to be in this. That's where the issue is going to be. Some of y'all just go in. You're not trying to be the golden child, but you end up being the golden child anyway. And there is going to be someone at your job, they could be a Taurus, that pisses them off. They're like, what's so special about them? Like, they're not doing anything extravagant, okay? Like, why does everybody take so well to pile one, okay? Let's see, how does pile one's coworkers feel about them? I don't know what's gonna come out. Could be some different messages, but let's see. How does pile one's coworkers feel about them? Someone's name could be Emily here, or name could start with an E. Natalie Reyes. Someone's last name could be R-E-Y-E-S. I don't know why I was about to say Tonka or Tina Toke for our last name. So we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. How does pile one's coworkers feel about them? Wow. Even if you guys are super anxious, for whatever reason, you give off this vibe that you got it all together. I don't know. You seem very confident. You don't seem like you're an overthinker, but I know you guys probably are behind closed doors. But basically, people don't see the anxiety with you. They see the finished product, okay? So I feel like when you guys do something, you do it very well. And if you are someone that's very anxious, damn near about to have a panic attack prior to doing what you do, a lot of people wouldn't know because of how well you present, okay? They used to tell me that in my job because I was a briefer. The pilots would tell me that, like, oh my God, you did so good. Like, you know, and I'm like, what the fuck? These bitches don't know. I was in there crying before I came out here. I'm anxious, but they said you can't tell when you brief. And I'm like, oh, wow. Interesting. So let's see, we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, you guys could be like the mother figure at work. I was gonna say the father figure, but if it is a father figure, if we're just gonna go into like masculine and feminine energy, you just seem to have more of a nurturing energy. If anybody doesn't like you, it's like, why? I wonder why. Let me see. Someone looks at you as like, y'all know how you have a work mom? Or like just that person at the job that you just know would defend you. This is almost taking me, okay, I just thought of someone that used to be my supervisor. His name started with a J, last name started with a C. Okay, so we have like what we call officers and the higher ranks, and then you have like the airmen, you know, the people that were underneath him. He was a staff sergeant, so we're like senior airmen's, you know, airmen, or just say some airmen's, okay, younger airmen's. But he would defend us, okay, like sometimes you'll have people who are less about the mission in the Air Force and more about the people and then the mission, you know what I'm saying? Like they like to take care of their people. Like they could be very empathic, or they're just like, this is the type of supervisor that if anybody in a higher position was coming at you, like trying to spread dirt on your name, this supervisor would defend you. That's how it's coming through. Like that's how you guys are coming through. Like you would be that person, which lets me know that if there's any type of injustice, you'll be the one to call it out, or you'll be the one to defend the right side, okay? That is another thing. That's really good, right? It's really good, but that's gonna piss some people off, okay? I wonder if the people that you piss off are the people that are on your same level, okay? What I mean by that, if you're a manager, you may not be pissing off the crew members, but you're pissing off the other managers, or maybe even not the GM. It seems like it's the other managers, because the GM probably loves you, probably kisses your ass, okay? But, and it's almost like if someone was working at McDonald's, the GM, like you're the manager that the GM trusts with a lot of stuff, okay? So there is kind of this, what do they call it? Like they'll give you the apple. What is that called? The golden apple of the class? Whatever it is, the green apple girl, red apple, whatever, it's you, right? But the other people that are on your level or are managers, not the crew, but other managers that run other shifts, that do what you do, they're the ones that be hating on y'all, okay? The Lovers. Oh, shit. Okay, some of you guys actually have a coworker. So you guys are really attractive, like universally attractive. I feel like it's not even just a coworker. I feel like something about your energy and your looks come through as very attractive. So I would not be surprised if there are people at your job that are actually very attracted to you, even same-sex attraction, okay? It doesn't have to be like they want to date you or like, you know, take you down, okay? It's more so like you just have a certain look about you that's very attractive. Some of you guys have facial hair. Some of my women, you have like a really nice shape, big boobs, you know. This is not supposed to be an 18 plus, but I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of attraction around you. And I'm not gonna lie, there's someone here that will, like, there's people that are very protective about you at work. So who is this jealous energy? Okay, so who is the jealous or the negative Nancy at the job for my pile one? Because this is actually pretty positive. Like, who's the negative Nancy? It's a feminine for some of y'all. Cutting the ears off a Turkish slave. Okay, the Two of Swords. Okay. Listen. Okay, it doesn't have to be a female, but I did see a female in my mind. They had orange hair. But, or brown, orange or brown hair. But let me tell you. Two of Swords. Whoever this is, this person, that's Libra energy too, but this person feels like when they have an idea or when they have, you know, like, they just don't get the same opportunities as you. Like, they're not heard like how you are. This is how they view it. They feel like you're like whoever this is, this to me is coming through as your boss, or like the GM situation, just as an example. This would be the GM, then you're the golden child, like manager, and then this is like the people that work under you that love you, okay? But with this individual, it's like they feel like they're entitled to the attention that you get from this person, being the GM in the situation or the boss, whatever the case scenario may be, but they don't. Instead of getting the same type of attention as you or the same love, I don't know, I don't know if the boss doesn't like this person, or if there's just, I don't know if it's in this person's head, but they just don't feel like they have the same pull like you do. They don't feel like people receive them as you do. I was going to say the younger airmen, like the people that would be the crew members, like the cashier, the people working, like, y'all know what I'm trying to say, like the younger people, like, or the people that just got started that aren't up there on your level, like you're the manager. The people underneath you, they may try to get them to like them as well. Like they be doing extra shit to try to get people to like them, but it doesn't work. I also feel like some of you guys got someone fired. That's not for everybody, but I do feel like if someone was to ever go up against you, like, they better watch out, because I'm picking up on a situation where someone's boss will defend you. Like your boss will defend you. So whoever this is, it seems like they tried to either they tried, okay, how do I want to say this? Okay, this may have nothing to do with you with this Two of Swords, but no, okay, so give me a second, because I got to see how to say this without it being confusing. For some of you, this has to do with your person. It's less about hating on you per se, but they just hate that the boss takes a liking to you, that they favor you instead of them. This is almost giving me like a sibling rivalry, when there's like one sibling that feels like they're, you know, their parent is, you know, treating them differently than the other. You know what I just thought about? If you guys ever watch Dynasty, y'all know Fallon, how she, okay, for those that know, there's Fallon, And who was the new brother, the crazy boy? What was his freaking name? I can't even remember. But they had this crazy ass brother that was a long lost brother who was like always in competition to get his father's attention, which is both of their father. But like, it's like so petty. That's what this is giving me. And then for others of you, it seems like someone could have tried to tell on you or bring something to, some of y'all don't know about this. Somebody tried to go behind your back and like kind of ruin your reputation to a boss. Like say, oh, I hope you know, like, I know in the policy it says that we're supposed to be doing X, Y, and Z, but pile one's been doing this. And I remember you telling me that we're not supposed to be doing that. And I really think we need to take it up to HR. Fuck no. The boss is going to be like, no, I support pile one and what they do. And it just seems like, if anything, it's going to backfire, or like, they'll be set straight. Like, people will set this person straight if they ever try to go against you or throw dirt on your name, okay? For others of you, like I said, it may not have to do with you per se. It has to do with the fact that when you speak, you're received as this, the Lover's card. Like, that's the same person in the card. That's you. You're received, okay? It's everything. When this person speaks, okay, bitch. It's like they're rejected. Nobody gets it. It's not a good idea. It's like, kind of sad, but let's see. So how would pile one know who that person is? The Two of Swords. How would pile one know who that person is? I just heard they sit in your cubicle. Yeah. Two of Cups. King of Pentacles. Yeah. You know what's so crazy about this? This is what's sad about this. Some of you guys, they sit in your cubicle, and some of you guys are actually like, you like this person. Like, oh wow, this is one of those situations. You're probably super nice to this individual, and when it really comes down to it, they really can't have a reason to hate you, or they shouldn't have a reason to hate you. But if they don't like you, or if they have this bitter energy, it's really not to be directed towards you. It should be directed towards the boss, okay? There's a common denominator in this situation that I don't feel like is you. Something that you do to this person that I love is you could kill this person with kindness. With the Two of Cups being here, how you would know who this person is, you either were friends or were close, or y'all work in close proximity. Y'all could work in the same cubicle. Like, I don't think y'all treat this person any different. I think the same charm that you naturally have, you even give to them, and they be eating it up. They eat that shit up. And it's crazy because this is also somebody, because you're coming up as a queen and they're coming up as a king. This is somebody that has like the same rank as you. Like, if you're a staff sergeant, they're a staff sergeant or higher, okay? If you're a manager, they're a manager, okay? Yeah, that's what it's giving. If you're a team lead, they're a team lead. And I feel like you guys actually have respect for this person, but you know that a lot of people don't like them, but you don't let that. This is so crazy. This person, if they go behind your back, I know they feel silly as fuck because you guys are actually really nice to them, but it just seems like I could see you guys having respect for this person, and you may even be the type to be like, no, let's hear him out. Like, let's hear the King of Pentacles out. That pisses this person off behind closed doors. It's like they're thankful for it, but they're like, they don't feel like you should have to come to their savior, or like they just feel like they should be able to say something without anybody having to chime in and be there for them. I don't know. This also could just be a very masculine energy, whether they're female or not. A very masculine energy that feels like they've been there. They feel a little bit entitled. They feel like they've been the boss's right-hand man. They're the wiser one. They've been with the company longer. They've been doing this longer. They should have this type of respect. That's how they feel. This is someone who actually is, listen, even though people don't like this person, I think okay, the people that work under you, or like the people that are of lower ranks, they might not see this person, like they might see this person as more strict, more mean, but I feel like you see this person, like you respect them. I know that sounds so weird, but this is someone that you actually respect and works close to you, and you may not even know that they have these feelings towards you, okay? Because they know how to hide it or like play the part in your face, but behind closed doors, like, you gotta watch this person. But anyway, last messages. How does pile one's coworkers view them? How does pile one's coworkers view them? Okay. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. What other card came out? It said take this upright. And the Queen of Pentacles upright. Okay. Yeah, it's good vibes. Like, you don't seem shady. Like, you're not shady. You seem very talented. You're very grounded. That's why they really mad. Because not only are you a Queen of Cups, but you're also a Queen of Pentacles. You could do both. I love people like this. Like, I would love to have y'all as my supervisor. Because I always say, people that, like, the best leader, like, even with commanders. Because I get it. We're in the military. I get it. But, like, I like commanders that know how to be strong-willed and, you know, really put their foot down. I love the commanders that can do that, but I also feel like there should be a balance with empathy and, like, taking care of your people. Like, those are my favorites. The ones that aren't pushovers, like, you know how to, you know, put it down when you need to put it down, but you also aren't oblivious to the fact that we're still people and that we have family and, you know, we're humans, okay? Not the person, like, if you're in the military, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like, because there are some people in the military that just have this, oh, girl, I can say it, I'm a civilian now. There are some people in the military that just have this, like, it's so work focused that they forget that we're people. They more so look at us as numbers. It's like, it's actually kind of disgusting, okay? And you guys aren't like that. This person could be more logical, and you have a balance between emotion, being logical, practicality, but also very intuitive. So you just know what works. They can learn from a bitch like you or a ninja like you, okay? So let me see if there's anything else. Anything else that you should know? This could be anything. This could be good or bad. We have numbing. We have indifferent. You guys make people feel less than at work. Betrayed, violated by intentional actions. I don't know why. There is someone that feels like they take you getting the spotlight very personal. I don't know why. Like, they feel like you're slighting them. Financially using you, financial abuse, and we have homelessness. There's no place like home. What this is giving me is, if there's any type of rumor going around at work for some of you guys, this part's not going to be for everybody. Some of the things that they like to say is that you're not as perfect as you seem. You are homeless. It's a lot of, don't you remember when she didn't have a home, or don't you remember when she da-da-da-da, or I heard that she was messing with so-and-so. This is giving me, okay, now I'm jumping to a job that I had. It was called VS.THE for DirecTV. It was like a company where it's like a call center company. People that work at a call center, I don't know if it was just our call center, but honey, it'd be messy as fuck on the floor. Like, it'd be so much shit going around that you don't know what's true, what's not. Like, most of it's probably lies, but it'd be messy as fuck. That's the type of vibe I get here, okay? If there's anybody at your job that had a crush on you or that you were dating, I also feel like their energy is coming up. This is weird. It's like your coworkers, I wanted them to talk about your work ethic, but this is more so talking about their personal feelings, okay? Some people could feel like, no, it's not some people, it's a person. A person has like this vendetta towards you, and I just don't know why. And yeah, I don't know. They just have this vendetta. I don't even want to explain it anymore because I don't want to distort it. It just seems like they have their own harsher views about you, but it's like, for what? Okay, you guys are actually very lucky, and I do see a better opportunity coming, more opportunities and work coming for you. So if any coworkers think they mad now, oh, they really gonna be fucking mad, okay? Somebody's boss is about to give them some more leadway. All right, so yes, pile 1, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down below. Okay, pile 2. Let's open it up. Those are my slippers that you're hearing. They jingle. Want to see them? Let me show you. Anyway, so let's open it up. This is pile. Well, I don't even remember what pile. I'm not even gonna say what pile this is because I can't remember. I'm just going down the line and I'm gonna organize them. But you know who you are. You know what you picked. So let's see. There we go. Let's see what your topic is. I'm excited for you. Oh, juicy. Okay, so go ahead. Listen real quick. There's so many of you guys, so I won't be able to hit everybody. If not, you know, pick another pile. But the topic is, what does this person need you to know? So I'm gonna give y'all a second to send your energy right here, okay? Good vibes only. As far as who exactly is this person, who is it? Think about them. Get them in your mind and send the vibe here so I can try to pick up on the energy, okay? So again, what does this person need you to know? So I'm gonna go get myself together, give y'all some time to think about it, and I'll see you guys once I get back. All right, pile 2, I'm back, okay? It's the next day. What does this person need you to know? You know what's weird about y'all pile? Well, I guess it's not weird, but I can see you guys asking about almost anybody. It's not just giving me a romantic vibe. I am getting someone could be asking about an ex-best friend. So let's just see, I don't know how I want to do this, but let's just see what comes out, okay? So what may have happened between, or what's this past energy that occurred between my pile or my pile 2s? I think y'all are pile 2. My pile 2s and whoever this person is, whoever chose this pile. We have the 6 of Wands, okay? Past energy. No. Who is this person? Okay, so let me tell you guys. And I'm gonna pull up on, Okay, I'm gonna pull up on multiple scenarios, maybe like 3 or 4 for this pile. But let me start with this, okay? It's like, start with this. This 6 of Wands, the energy that I feel like is about to come through, this is somebody who has seen you win. Not only from a distance, because for some of you guys, you're not really talking to this person right now, or they've tried to reach out and you're just not, yeah, you're not talking to them. You don't want to, or you're keeping your distance, or you're like, what do they want? Or, you know, do they want to say anything? Are there regrets? Whatever the case scenario is, okay? This person has not only seen you win during the separation, but they seen you win when you were winning. Like, it's giving me like a friend who was there when you were becoming successful, when you were headed into the limelight, when like they were in your life presently while you were gaining some type of success. And I wonder if that's kind of what maybe turned this sour, but we won't go there yet. So what happened? What's the past energy? The Ace of Wands. Okay, so what was the issue? This could be a friend. That wasn't for y'all. I don't know why, you know, this energy isn't coming up super bad, but it's almost like if something bad did happen between you guys, I feel like this person wants to let you know that they've matured from that, and there's really no bad blood. I do feel like with this 6 of Wands and this Ace of Wands, for some of you guys, you may have outgrown this person, whoever this is, and just moved on into different territory. Like you got a new job, new place, new house, new family. It just seems like a lot of things started working out for you. And for some of you guys, I mean, if you need to flip-flop it, do it. You know, maybe they got a new job. It just seems like, y'all know how it be when you grow up with people, or you have people in your life, and you know, life just goes on. Like you get a husband, wife, whatever the fuck, and you move to a different area. Sometimes it's not really any beef. It's just the fact that, you know, I had to go. Like I'm just progressing in life. So let me see. Now for others of you, there could be like a more sinister vibe. But if there is something, I've been using that word a lot, but if there is something shady that happened between y'all, I really feel like this person is like, I don't want to dwell on that. If anything, they want to apologize. And they see your point of view. So when I say shady behavior, this could be someone becoming jealous of you, someone becoming very territorial. It's like this person, when you started to become successful, they felt like they were losing you, okay? And how I'm doing this reading, like what I'm telling y'all, like this is part of what they wanted to say. They felt like they were losing you. Some of them felt like it was, I keep seeing someone become famous, and then, you know, the famous person has like these shows to book, and the friend just feels left out. They're like, damn, like she has a new entourage, but it really ain't even like that. It's just you're in a different spot. Or some of them, okay, they ain't gonna tell you this, but I'm gonna tell you this. This person, your success has made them feel very insecure. Although they're proud about what you've done, regardless of how they acted, because even if they were jealous, they were proud. I mean, it was inspirational. However, you hold this mirror up to them about what they could possibly be doing and how they're wasting their potential. Some of you guys may have, just as an example, some of you guys may have both been pursuing nursing, both been pursuing a YouTube channel, both been blah, blah. But it just seems like y'all actually followed through, or y'all stuff actually was successful. Like, have you ever been in a group where everybody's talking about what they want to do, and you know, everybody could be saying they want to start a YouTube channel, but as time goes on, there's all this talk about it, but the only one that did it is probably like you and one other person. It's like whoever started it, which I feel like is y'all that actually followed through, this other person is kind of like, they're salty about it. Not necessarily, it's not really you per se, it's just, it's holding up this mirror and just saying, look what you could have been. Or for some of y'all, it could even be as dark as like, look how you fucked your life up. Like, they feel like, for somebody here, they feel like they fucked their life up or they wasted time, okay? However, even though some of you, I feel like whether you just outgrown this person, there's no beef, or there's just this energy of you separated, I do feel like during the separation, there has been some maturity here, and there has been some growth, and there has been a sense of having to reflect. But let me see what's going on with these. We have the Six of Swords in reverse and the King of Wands. Okay, whoever this is, they have not moved on from you. And although I feel like they've matured, wow, this is weird. Okay, hold on, because now I'm getting a different vibe. I still want to stick with the fact that they've matured since the situation, but it's like they're not over it. Not in the sense of they're mad at you. I feel like if they did something, or if they were the one being immature, they recognize that. It's more so coming through like they're not over this connection. Like, they still want you in their life. They still feel like y'all should be around each other. Like, I don't know. This person wants to tell you that they have stuff going on for themselves now, that have put them in a position where they feel like y'all are equals, okay? Now, if this has to do with the love situation, let me ask about this King of Wands. Some of you guys, there could have been a relationship that kind of came in between this friendship or whatever the fuck. Let me see. What does this person want to say to my viewers? What does this person want to say? We have the World card. It's like whoever this is, they feel like it's very important for them to tell you how they've grown, how they've matured, how they've had achievements. It's not coming through though as a, oh, look what I've done. Like, you know, trying to shit on you, or like trying to, you know, be like, oh, like, I can't wait till I tell her what I've done. No, it's more so like, this is like if you were the basketball coach, this is like that player that is trying to get your approval, okay? There's like an approval type of energy here. For some of you guys, this could even be a parent where the dynamic just was off balance, and you know, you were trying to tell your parent like, hey, like, you know, you're a little immature, or there's some shit about you that's not fully right, or whoever this is, right? And it seems like it took them a minute to get to this point where they're starting to really see what you were saying, because before I feel like it was a very defiant, defensive type of energy. Now there's this vibe where they're embracing their own truths, not just what you told them, but just, you know, once you said what you said, it awakened a certain part, and they were able to find their own truths, okay, and then compare it to that. But it just seems like there's this vibe where they like, I really want my pile to, or whoever y'all is, shit, the ones that chose this. I really want my people who chose the black gift box to see that I am also doing good for myself. I've changed, I've matured, I'm better. Like, I'm not the same person that I was before. That's really what this is coming down to. They really want you to know that they're not the same person that they were before. And there is an apology in this. Okay, other scenarios coming through. What is this person, for my viewers, what does this person want them to know? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Strength. Yeah, it seems like it's falling in line with the same storyline. I mean, okay, so let me see. Are there any regrets, like, with this person? Does this person have any regrets? We have the Four of Wands here. Does this person have any regrets? Page of Wands. What is this? I just heard not talking to you first. Some of you guys, the regrets with this person, because I could see this being multiple situations. Some of them went behind your back, and instead of confronting you or telling you how they were feeling, they started just acting funny, like it's giving funny behavior. It's giving, I thought we were better than this. Some of them, there could have been a cheating situation, or there could have been, maybe they was acting all different because of what they had going on. Maybe they got a new vibe of friends and they started dissing you or leaving you out. There just seems to be this energy where there was a sense of being impulsive, a sense of kind of even being fake in a sense, or just very dismissive about certain things that were happening in this connection. Moving too fast, not talking to you about it, cutting the conversation, only coming around when they need something, not really being there for you. It's something happened here. But all I'm gonna say is, if they were to speak to you, they would tell you, like they would apologize. If something has happened between you guys, let me just say that, they would apologize. And I do think that they would probably admit some things that you would not be prepared for them to admit, because you know this person can be prideful, but they want to say certain things to you, like, oh, girl. I also feel like whatever has happened between y'all, you've played a major part in their growth and probably will continue to play a major part, especially if you don't plan to be in this person's life. I mean, regardless, if you want to be in their life, you know, whatever. But a lot of times when people lose out on people, like really lose out on good people, that's not something that they could just forget. It sticks with them. But it also helps evolve certain individuals to just be better. Let me go to a different deck real quick. Can you tell me what's going on with this Knight of Wands and this Page of Wands energy? What do they want you to know? Somebody wants, like with that Four of Wands coming together, there's just this reconcile or reconciliation type of energy. It doesn't matter if this is love or if it's a friendship or if it's a family member. They want to be back in your life, okay? That's how this person feels. They feel like you guys are meant to be in each other's lives. Now, whether you feel like that or not, okay, I don't know. But they feel like that. Let me see. They really like what you have going on. What is this person, for my piles, for the people that chose this pile, what does this person want them to know? Some of them want to tell you that they let go of like if there was, I don't know, I keep getting this energy that somebody had a partner that came in between this connection, and it could have been someone that was toxic, or it could have been like maybe this person was dating someone that was toxic, or maybe they weren't toxic. Maybe it's just they started dating somebody and they start acting funny. They may want to tell you that that person's not in their life no more. There's been some changes. Something that led to like this separation or this block between you guys, for those where that resonates. That specific thing is like, it's changed. Like it may not be in the picture no more. Let me show this. Okay, I just seen the Lovers. There was a choice that was made. Ooh. For some of you guys, this could even be, even if y'all weren't in an actual relationship, this could have been someone that you were like talking to, like trying to maybe see where it could go. And then you just found out that they was actually really putting more energy into another individual. And it kind of just didn't get off the ground. So what do they want to tell? Let's not be shy now. What does this person want to tell my viewers? The Warrior. The Underworld. Wow, it's a lot of major arcana coming through. Ooh, shit. Okay. The Three of Cups in reverse. Resolution. This person definitely wants to be back in your life. Let me say that. Sacrifice. Okay. In the Tower and the Page of Swords. Yo, that's a lot of major arcana. I mean, give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. One moment, y'all. I gotta check my phone real quick. Because I'm like, bitch, you got an appointment today? You know, yeah, something has taken place in this person's life, and I feel like it could be I mean, it doesn't have to be for all of y'all, but I do feel like for a lot of you guys, it's directly connected to why y'all have separated. For example, because y'all got the Strength card twice. We got a lot of Scorpio energy coming through here. Sagittarius energy, Pisces energy. Okay, so let me tell y'all. Let me come back. That Three of Cups is really, well, let me ask, because hold on. Because that's not just it. I gotta ask about this Three of Cups in reverse. Why the Three of Cups in reverse? Thank you. The Seven of Wands. Ooh. All right, so somebody's ready to talk. For some of y'all, depending on this situation, y'all have been at a standoff for quite some time. Bitch, I need a new chair. Okay, I'm sorry. But we have the Strength card. We have Temperance. We have the Three of Cups in reverse. And then we have Pisces energy with the Hangman. Okay, Sacrifice. Seven of Wands. Okay. Wow. There's so many ways that I could describe this. And then we have the Tower card at the bottom of the deck. I don't know what has happened in this person's life, but there was a very rude but needed awakening, okay? You guys might have even been trying to tell this person. This is taking me back to this one person I was friends with, and I would try to tell them, like, the people that you got around you, like, they are not your friends. Like, they are phony. Like, you got to be careful with them. Like, you know, I'm not going to tell you to cut them off, but, you know, you trust them a little too much. Like, they've already shown themselves. You got to be careful of them. I didn't want to listen, but she found out. She found out. But anyway, it's giving that. Whoever this was to you, I feel like you've tried to give them advice. Not that they have to listen to you, because I don't want to make it seem like y'all holier than thou, but it just seems like you've tried to give them advice, or you've tried to tell them, hey, I think your relationship is coming between our connection, or like, hey, I know you got a new boyfriend, but like, why are we not friends no more? Like, I feel like, you know, we should be able to like divvy the time. Like, I don't feel like you should be acting different. Or, hey, I feel like that relationship is really about to take you under. Or, hey, I see you going down a certain path in life that I really feel like, you know, as someone that cares about you, we need to, you know, course correct, whatever it was. Okay, hard-headed energy. They had to feel this for themselves. And depending on the person that this is, how hard-headed they were, you know, we all been hard-headed, okay, is gonna depend on how brutal this rude awakening was and how it kind of manifested. I could see where people have probably fallen out of this person's life. This person has probably lost a lot, or lost certain things having to do with wealth, money, like personal belongings, a relationship, dealing with fake friends, enemies. Maybe even for somebody, they could have been in a abusive connection. And, you know, that's a story in itself, because I do feel like who they were with, they were, you know, trying to isolate them. And, you know, there could have been some manipulation there, and this person just didn't see it. Something that they want to tell you, though, is that they've broken free, okay? I do feel like, although they're in a stronger position where they, like, really handle themselves, with that Seven of Wands right there, this is interesting. This is actually kind of sad. But I don't want y'all to feel bad like you got to let this person back in. It just seems like they're really starting. You know why this is sad? Let me explain it like this. Why this is sad is because it seems like this person is really starting to recognize just how far gone they really were with something. Maybe they were dating an ex, or like still trying to talk to an ex, and they knew the ex wasn't good for them, but you know, by the time they just got into this energy, like so much shit had happened. I mean, there could have been abuse in the connection, cheating. They could probably lost a lot of friends in the process. And now it's like, now that it's finally done, now that we finally said, you know what, I'm throwing my hands up with this situation, it's like, damn, it took all of that for me to get here. And I'm thankful for being here at this reflective state where I'm starting to realize, but shit, I lost so much. And I feel like something that they lost in the process was you. And I feel like when this person looks around, they look at all the sacrifices that they've made, and they're just like, damn, it's like really empty. Not that that has anything to do with you. Yeah, they needed that. Damn, okay? So that's something that they want to talk to you about. Really what it's coming down to is, for some of y'all have them blocked. There's like this, I don't know, you could have this person really like blocked for some of y'all, but it's like it's not even just what they want to say. It's like they want you to know that shit has not gone right for them. Like they want you to know that, okay? Wow. They made it out of a situation, but for some of you guys, in some way, shape, or form, something that they were like, I don't know how to say this, 3 of Cups energy, somebody that they were with or friends with or that was in their life was a very, very, very bad influence to this person, and they had to learn the hard way. Okay, so what do they want to say? Last messages. What do they want to say to my viewers? We have the King of Swords. What do they want to say? Ace of Wands. They want to have a clear conversation with you, okay? I don't know why. I don't know who this is, but this person really wants to like prove to you that they are a strong person, that they have their own mind, they have a spine, they have a backbone, okay? They want to let you know, like, I'm doing something with my life. I'm starting over. I'm starting fresh. Like, I'm back in my powerful state. Like, I'm not a victim. I don't have that victim mentality. I'm holding myself accountable. They want to tell you, like, I'm in a position, like, I've walked away from him, her, it, we, whatever it was, and, you know, I'm done with that. Like, you know, they really just want to let you know, like, it's almost like, I'm telling you, this is giving me, recovery. This is giving me, not to say that this is all of y'all situation, but the best way I could describe this, and then I'll end the reading, is this is giving me, like, if someone was on drugs and the family just got to a point where they're like, we just can't even do this no more. And this person, like, you know, they got some shit that they go through in life, and then they finally get to a point where they're in rehab or whatever, and they've really, like, gotten past this battle. However, they're looking around and they're like, the people that I love are not here. So they want to tell them, like, hey, like, I know I was shitty. Like, I was shitty as fuck, you know, or I just was not in my right mind. But I want to let you know this is gone. This has changed. And I've been thinking about you a lot, and I really want to make things right with us. I can understand if you don't want us to be friends or in a relationship, whatever the fuck, but I just want you to know that you've played a major part in my life, and without you, I probably wouldn't even came to the point that I'm at. This person will probably cry, and they just want to let you know, like, I was hard-headed, and I get it. I probably did a lot. Forgive me. For some of you guys, this person could have even put their hands on you in a way. This could be like a friend that, you know, lashed out. I'm sorry for lashing out on you, and I just want to let you know you were right to walk away, but I just thank you for leaving because it helped me to really see what's going on. I'm really thankful for you. I just really want you to be back in my life. And I just want to let you know that I've changed. Like, I've changed my life around. Ugh. Rub the chest area. It's like, that's what they want to tell you. Yeah, that's really what they want to tell you. So let me see. What else do they want to talk about when it comes to, when they talk to my viewers? What else does this person want to talk about? They want to really express to you that they are on new shit. This person could owe you money. Yeah. They want to talk to you about the pain, the money that they owe you. For some of y'all. Some of y'all, they stole from you. Some of y'all, this has to do with drugs, but anyway. They want to just tell you, like, where they're at in life, how they've bossed up, how they've grown up, how they've gotten their life together, how they're reestablished, how they actually have a job now, how they're actually building a savings account, like how they're actually like adulting. You know, they're past the point of where they were. They've matured. Even if this was a love situation, friendship, doesn't matter. This person wants you to know. It just seems like whatever they were doing was giving toxic behavior, unhealthy, very destructive, and they want to let you know that they're out of that, okay? Ooh, wasn't expecting that. So yes, Pile 3, or not Pile 3, girl. Y'all know who y'all is. Whoever chose this. I'm gonna have to look back at this to see what present this was so I can get the order right. But whoever chose this wrapping paper, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down. So Pile 3, okay, boom. This is your gift. So let's see what it's giving. Let's see what it's giving. Okay. Was this the gift that gave me problems? No, it wasn't. Okay. Oh. Happy birthday to us. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Oh, Y'all saw how that popped off? That shit popped off. It's on the ground somewhere. Like the little lid. It says, who are your hidden enemies? I knew it was gonna be T. Who are your hidden enemies? Damn. Damn. Okay. So let me go. Let me go see what deck I want to use, and then I'll be back to give you guys your reading. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. Had to give Bay the look because he was playing something back there. You know, I could hear it. But anyway, so I'm back, you guys, and I don't think y'all reading is gonna be long. I think it's gonna be straight to the point, but you know I say that and then we'd be like 45 minutes in. So I did pull dice off camera for you guys, and I'm gonna read a little excerpt. This will be a learning moment for me and you. Some of you guys, y'all may have Sagittarius in the 12th house. Possibly. Or let me see, give me 1 second. Or Jupiter in the 12th house, whatever, right? So I feel like the vibe of whoever this enemy is, whether you do not have that, or whether you have that or not, let me find it again. I'm over here scrolling. Let me get to it. This is how you'll know who this is. So secret enemies can be zealous in their takedown. The more subtle feelings revolve around disagreements in philosophies or beliefs. Toxic enablers of self-indulgence, recklessness, and rebellion is associated. Secret enemies mislead them or lead them on, give half-truths, teach harmful beliefs, and in general are a bad influence. Passion and arrogance from their enemies come out in spiteful bouts, okay? So some of you guys, if you are talking about something that you're passionate about, or your views, your morals, or it just seems like when you talk about your beliefs, said person gets very like up in arms, this may be them, okay? Let me see. Bragging and one-upping are themes as well. So this person could be a bragger. They like to one-up you. Placement of Jupiter can tell of clashing beliefs and character. Jupiter in the 4th means very different home life and view of family in the 9th. Different morals or religion in the 6 ways of routine, work, health, and habits. Okay, so something about, I mean, however that applies to you, but this could be someone that's around you right now that has a tendency to try to one-up you. They're always trying to like brag, maybe even try to like, y'all know how people be saying petty shit, like trying to make jokes and stuff, and y'all supposed to be cool, but it's like, why would you say that? Like that was like real shady, right? Yes, boom. Some of them like to make you feel dumb. I don't know, it's almost like this energy of someone making you feel some type of way because you dress a certain way, you talk a certain way, or you believe certain things, or something that is just naturally you. Okay, but let me tell you, specific signs that I do have, we have Sagittarius, Neptune energy, so Pisces, Sagittarius with the Jupiter, and then we also have Gemini, 3rd house energy. So I feel like these are people that for somebody here, like these could be close friends, someone that you care about, someone where there's been like an emotional energy exchange. And you might even, like the hard part about this is only gonna be for some of y'all. These are people that you felt like you could grow with, expand with. Some of you guys met these people at school or at church or at some type of establishment where you were learning some sort of philosophy. Some of you guys might do ballet or dance or some type of, I don't know, maybe even cheerleading, yoga. There's like a commonality between you and these people. And I'm not gonna lie, for some of y'all, I feel like you're still talking to them. Like these are people that are currently in your social group. Or y'all communicate online or still communicate, okay? You might have even at one point saw these, whoever this energy is, as family. But let me see. For my pile 3, who are their hidden enemies? Who are my pile 3's hidden enemies? Someone's name could start with a T. I don't know why Tasha came through, but let me see. Because I just was watching Tasha K. That 2 of Pentacles, that was the card that actually came out off camera or like a few seconds ago. So we had the 2 of Pentacles. Someone's name could start with an L. I don't know why I just got Lola. This person could be Hawaiian. They could have flower tattoos. There's like a cheerleading vibe or like an athletic build that this person could have, or even possibly you have. Who are my pile 3's hidden enemies? There could be a competitive nature with this too. So maybe, are you guys both cheerleaders? Like, this is just an example. Like, y'all both could do cheer, or y'all both want to be fitness trainers. It's like there's a commonality between the two, and there's always like this vibe, even like a sibling rivalry, you know what I mean? It's always like this vibe of who could do it better. Who could do it better? And it's shady because now we got the Five of Swords here. Or actually, that's the Six of Swords. Now we got the Six of Swords here, but it was looking like the Five of Swords. I feel like this person, damn. Now I want to know, like, why they still in your life, pile 3. Because this person, they'll do stuff. It could be subtle, but it's like, it's just something that somebody that's a friend or like someone that's supposed to be loyal to you, like, they shouldn't do. Like, you've questioned this person before. They might leave you out of stuff. They might only come around when they need something. This could also be someone that plays their position. Like, they'll chill with you behind closed doors, but if y'all pop out, they're not like telling people that they're friends with you. It's like an ashamed type of feeling. Like, I don't want nobody knowing I hang with pile 3. Like, ew. But this person, it's really nothing to do with y'all. It's this person. Like, they're fake. Like, whoever this is, they're fake. They feel like they have to live up to a certain reputation in order to appease, like, the more popular crowd, okay? But some of y'all have been friends with this person since childhood. Something shady happened with this Six of Swords here, okay? Some of you guys just feel like, I don't know, there's almost, let me see. Why the Six of Swords? Okay, so now we have the Six of Wands. All right. As like mysterious as I want to make this is so clear that I'm wondering, like, why do y'all have them in y'all life if y'all do, okay? Whoever this is, I'm not gonna lie, I don't care if y'all are friends, family, or whatever. They have tried to sabotage something that you have going on. I feel like even for some of you guys, you could be the one that's very successful. There's like a rivalry around your success, and there's always this vibe of like, I have to one up pile 3, or I have to, like they see you as competition. Like, they see you as competition. And I need to know why. I need to know why. Why do they view my pile 3s like this? Like, where is this stemming from? Because, like, why you? Something happened in the past. Okay, we have the Chariot here, sideways. And the Three of Cups. I'm sorry, the Six of Cups. Wow. Okay. Ha! Very clear. Let me tell y'all. This sucks, okay? No one wants to hear this. I've had a situation like this before. This sucks, okay? For some of y'all, this could be a sibling. They might feel like one of your parents give them more of the praise. You know, it's that type of thing, sibling rivalry. But for a lot of y'all, this is someone that you've been friends with for a while. Like, this could be a childhood friend. This could even be like a cousin that sees you as like a sister. And I don't know, whoever this is, they're very comfortable with you. They want you to stay put. They don't want you to really expand. It could be due to fear, or, you know, there's just like this, I don't want to say obsession, but there's this entitlement over you and where you go. They feel like you left them behind, and they feel like people compare them to you. It's always like, well, dang, do you see what pile 3 is doing? Like, you know, why aren't you doing that, or something like that? But it's crazy because they also have this tendency to try to like one up you when you're around. I don't think you guys are rude to this person. That's the thing. This person has their own vendetta towards you based off of their own insecurities and whatever is happening with people on the outside, making them feel bad about their decisions and comparing y'all. But you, I feel like when you come around this person, you're probably super nice. You don't, I don't know, if y'all don't see this is crazy, but I can see why y'all probably wouldn't see this, because I feel like y'all don't have beef with this person. This person more so has beef with you, but it's not just like a beef, it's just like, I don't know, you could just be, let's just call a spade a spade. I mean, if you've moved on, or if you have moved on to different things, and let's say as childhood friends or even college friends, y'all was like, oh, you know, what we're gonna do, because there was a balance here at first, like what we're gonna do when we get older, like, you know, I'm gonna be a doctor, you're gonna be a nurse, da 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 da. And it's like, that was always the vibe, but one of y'all actually left, okay? There was this talk about, oh, we're gonna leave the city, like we're gonna move, you know, I can't wait. Babe. Yeah, take it with you. Nope, take it with you. Anyways, so there was always like this balance between like, we gonna do this, like, you know, because this wasn't always sour. This went sour, or this turned into this energy of like a hidden enemy, or like someone that you need to watch out for, or like this hidden jealousy, because you actually followed through. Y'all might have been drawn to the last pile, but you actually followed through. You left, they feel like you left it behind. You have moved forward. Some of you guys, even if you know, depending on what scenario you like fit in with, some of you guys have, I don't know, you just have a different life. You live in a different area, but it's like they can still call you, like they can still hit you up, but for whatever reason, they're taking this personal, because it's a reminder of how they've been stagnant. And that's for some of them, because some of them have their own stuff going on. So what's really the issue here? Let me see. What's really the problem here? I don't know. Even if this person has like a good job or whatever, I just feel like there's outside people that always compare them to you. So we have the Knight of Swords and the Emperor. Wow. Okay. I feel like there's a parental figure here for some of you, depending on the situation, or there's like this want to have to prove themselves up against what you have going on. Like I said, this could be a sibling rivalry. I can see that here. Someone that like they have to be in charge, they have to be on top. But with this Emperor card, I'm not gonna lie, I really think this is influenced by outside influences. So if this person is, you know, low-key, high-key jealous of you, is, you know, of course you want to hold them accountable, but a lot of it is stemming from other people are always comparing them to you, or they're always like bringing you up, or I don't know, you naturally take the spotlight away from this person. Not gonna lie, for some of y'all, this is a brother or a sister. I can see that here. But really the beef, I don't know if the beef is really truly with you, or if it's just the fact that they're always being compared to you. So they're always like, what the fuck is so special about Sabrina? Or what the fuck is so special about Mike? There could be some like, there's this controlling parental figure here, okay? This could be a father figure or a mother figure, but they have a lot of masculine energy. Very controlling, probably have, I don't know, I'm seeing this dynamic where there's a parent that's like, oh, you know, my sons or my girls are gonna be nurses and they're gonna be big football players, and one of you actually did it, but the other one of you, you know, you took a different route. You did what you love to do. Maybe you became an artist, but for whatever reason, or maybe they became an artist, but for whatever reason, it's like this parental figure is like, see your brother's over there, a football player, they're doing big things, they're in the NFL, and then you became an artist. Like, I don't know, it's just some weird ass shit. So to me, this has something to do with a family member or someone that's like family, like a childhood friend or a family member. This isn't really coming up as a love situation, but it could be anybody. I mean, you got to flip this the way you need to. But whoever this is, they feel like they're always being compared to you and that you're just doing better than them. Wow. And we got the Empress here. That's so crazy at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, some of y'all, this is a sibling or a cousin. This is family or a childhood friend. That's what I'm getting. Family or a childhood friend. Okay. What about anything else? New situation. Hidden enemies for my pile 3. Before we move on. What are hidden enemies? Okay. Wow, we have the 8 of Cups in reverse. I think some of y'all know this person has issues. You may have walked away from this person before, but it's never been like you just cut them fully off. For whatever reason, it feels like you can't just walk away from this person because, like I said, there could be blood ties, like y'all family or like a sibling, or y'all have fallen out before, but y'all have made up. I feel like this is someone that's still in your life. this new situation, somebody that's still in your life that you've been debating on walking away from, you're like right there, but you just haven't had that straw, you know, the straw in the camel's back. You just haven't found that straw yet, even though you really don't need it, because with all the other stuff, it's like you should have been walked away from this. But you know, do you. Scorpio energy here. What's going on here? Damn. Why the 8 of Cups for my pile 3? Some of you guys, this could be a younger brother or an older brother. Y'all don't even have to be the same gender, but it's like there is, yeah, okay. I don't know, there's this bitter ass energy. You know what this is reminding me of? Okay, so I'm the oldest, right? And then my brother's the youngest. And like my mom with her siblings, she's the oldest. And then there's like more underneath her. But it's like, do any of y'all have like siblings where it's like, there's just a big ass age gap between y'all? So you probably didn't really talk to them. Y'all don't got nothing in common, but y'all grew up in the same house. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then maybe when you grow up, the younger sibling ends up having like beef with you because they're like, well, I don't really know you, and you know, you wasn't really there. But it's like, why would I be there? Like, I was in college when you was born. Like, I don't know, there could be like that type of vibe here. Like me and my brother, we have like some years between us, but I don't know, we're not like that per se. I don't know, but because like my mom was in what, college when her youngest brother was probably like born. So I don't know, it just seems like there's something here, there's something going on here, that the beef that they may have with you is just distorted. It's really not beef. I feel like there's just this real desperate need to belong. They want to fit in, they want to be noticed by the family or by people, and they don't feel like they could do that because they're always being compared to you, and they want to live up to what you have going on, but it just always seems like they can't. It's kind of sad, you know, with this Page of Swords energy, okay? But of course, whoever this is, especially if this is like a younger sibling or whoever this is, although it's sad, it could turn into a reverse Page of Swords real quick, where it's very defensive, it's very like, you know, misunderstood. So this could even be like a sibling that's, the family is just like, okay, we just gonna outcast them. And I don't know, I don't like that. What's up? You wanna leave? Oh, okay. You just standing there. Bye. Stop. Me too. Why you too? But yeah, so like this could be, because now I just thought about this one person in my family. Like I feel like people be outcasting him, and I guess he do be acting up, but I feel like he act up because it's a little girl. I really want to tell them about themselves, but I feel like he acts up for a reason. Like, you know, like there's so much shit we could say about why he acts up. Maybe instead of like putting labels on him, somebody help him, you know what I mean? It's just this whole thing, but that's how this person feels. There's almost like this acting out energy. And you know why I think this could be misunderstood, if this is resonating for some of you guys? Because this could be the baby. I don't know about y'all, but y'all already know, like, a lot of people, the first thing we say, because it's true, the babies do be spoiled, okay? But even with who I'm talking about, this person is the baby in the family. So it's like the other siblings will have beef with the baby because they feel like the baby's being treated better. But it's like, you really shouldn't be having beef with your younger sibling. I had to tell one of my cousins that. I'm like, why are you beefing with him? You need to be beefing with your parents. Like, that's who you need to be talking to. Like, why are you mad at him? He ain't asked to be here, just like you didn't. So there's just some weird shit going on here. So if y'all do have siblings that treat y'all a certain way, I really think it's less about y'all and it's more about whoever the common denominator is, which is probably like the parents that have kind of put y'all up against each other, whether it be on purpose or just by accident, by, you know, treating people different. Like I said, I had to tell my cousin that's like my age, I said, you shouldn't even be, you know, mad at your little brother. Like, I mean, I get it, but I don't, because you need to be mad at your mom. You need to be talking to them, okay? That's where it's starting. So, I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, for those, I really think this is a family thing, and I won't like be in this too long because it kind of makes me sad, but I just feel like, you know, if you want to resolve this, I feel like this is a big ass misunderstanding. This is actually kind of sad when you get to the root of it, but it's a big ass misunderstanding. And I really think, depending on how this situation resonates, especially if this is a sibling thing and it's not too far gone, being a role model in this person's life to an extent without, you know, depleting your energy would actually really change the dynamic, because the beef really isn't with you. Although they're coming up as a hidden enemy, it's stemming from this emperor, this empress vibe for sure. Okay, so yes, pile 3, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys. All right, pile 4. So this is your gift. Okay, boom. So let's get up into it. These been interesting so far. These been interesting so far. I'm kind of scared. Let's see. Over there in the corner. Let me sit down. All right, let's see what's good with tea. Let's see what's good with tea. Ah, okay. What does your intuition need you to know? For some of you guys, it does have to do with your business or money, but you know, I ain't even pulled no cards yet. I'm just saying that because on this last deck, I saw the 10 of Pentacles that came out when I was trying to like reorganize it. And then I pulled y'all pile, okay? But what does your intuition need you to know? So let me go figure out what's good, what's tea, what's the vibe with a deck, and then I will be, let me pull this back, and then I'll be right back. Okay, pile 4, I'm not gonna lie. I had to just come on here because the way this energy is coming up for y'all is actually making me uncomfortable to the point, like if I feel like this, it's like an energy where I'm like, okay, let me do this spread. But then if I start to feel uncomfortable or just like stiff, it's like, okay, actually let me go outside and walk first and then come back to it. But I know if I go outside and come back to this, I'm probably still gonna be in this energy. So I'm wondering if it has something to do with the spread or, okay, I got it. Never mind, hold on. Okay, pile 4. So pile 4, we have a lot here, okay? I had to pull off camera, so let me just take it from the top. You guys have been on a journey. You know, I'm not gonna tell you nothing new. You've been on a journey, okay? It seems like there's something that occurred in your life that you're being asked to not hold on to, okay? It was a part of the process. A lot of what I'm gonna tell you, you either already have heard or you've been talking to yourself about it, but you just need a little reassurance. Let me tell you. Because we have the 10 of Cups here, and then we have the Page of Wands. It looks like a little boy leaving his family, right? This to me is representative of you guys, okay? Y'all took a chance on something. And it's almost giving me the vibe of you just felt so at peace with your decision. Since then, you have graduated, progressed, okay? Because in this pile, we do have this Page of Wands turning into this Knight of Wands, or actually it was the King of Wands. So there's been an elevation here. However, something seems to have went sour or went left during your journey, okay? But what you're being asked to not do is please do not take this personal to the point where you think you're failing, okay? That was not why this was intended, or this was not intended to make you feel like that. You are not backsliding. You are not failing. This was meant to happen like this, okay? And that's hard to kind of digest because it seems like someone has went from a Page of Wands, they took the chance, they took the risk, things were going fabulous for them, you know, they were taking their time, they were doing the work. Some of y'all have met somebody on the journey, you know, made new friends, got into a relationship that could have been a distraction for some of you guys. You've done something. You took a chance, okay? Some of you guys, the chance was getting into a relationship. You brought balance back into your life. However, something that was working, something that was good, now is showing up as something that needs to be sacrificed, okay? And it's nothing to necessarily be scared of. It's just the way of life. What I mean by this is we grow as people. So yes, we could be in a relationship that feels like it's gonna be the end all be all. It's balanced, it's giving what it needs to give. But as time goes on, depending on what our journeys are between you and your partner, you might start to realize that this relationship is holding you back, or that you want to do other things, or that you may be seeing a different side of this person. Maybe the relationship is becoming codependent. Maybe this new job that you took a risk on, or whatever it is that you took a risk on. Maybe this is you, because you know what I keep thinking of? Hercules. When Hercules left his family, the little cartoon, and they were like, bye, you know, this is what this gives me. You know, he was on his voyage to really find who he was and get connected back to his roots, and, you know, finding out that he was a god, you know, and he had to leave his adoptive parents, and, you know, that was very stressful, but it's like he had to do this for himself. Y'all have done that, right? So we're at this place, and I'm gonna lay these down. I don't know if y'all can see, where we have Temperance, right? Sagittarius energy. Gained the momentum. This could be representative, and I'm just naming examples. You'll have to, you know, switch it, flip it, rub it down the way you need to for it to fit you. But this could represent taking that chance, taking that risk in order to find your true purpose, in order to go to college, gain an education, gain some wisdom in an area, or just overall a spiritual journey, okay? Then we have this Lover's card. This, to me, I'm not gonna lie, for some of you guys, if you resonate with the twin flame journey, some of you guys have met somebody that has really like done you in, like the connection has done you in, like it's been very intense for those that resonate with that, or there's just been a cycle. Like I said, if you believe in the twin flame, totally fine, but this could represent that in the way of a job, a person, place, a thing, a very strong connection to something that you just feel so in tune with. It feels like it's the right thing to do. This person, this place, this thing is awakening your potential, okay? For example, some of you guys, like I said, a relationship, if I was reading this for myself, I could say, okay, I was so adamant about leaving, and, you know, I got the momentum and the confidence to go into the military, and this is how I felt. I felt, yes, purpose. I feel like I'm doing something. I feel like I made the right decision. I left, okay? I grew into this King of Wands. Y'all grew. You've developed from this Page of Wands to this King of Wands. However, this King of Wands, although they are the king, when I'm looking at their face just seems a little bit bored, not satisfied. It's not to say that the King of Wands is any less than. It's not to say that you're any less than, but you have recognized that something just is not working no more. Like for me, could I be successful in the military? Yes. Do I want to? No. Okay. I have other things I want to do. Like there's so much stuff that has happened that has started to like put into the forefront for me that this is more of a burden than it is a blessing or an opportunity. I mean, not to take away from the fact that it was a blessing, because everything was a blessing. I learned a lot. That's how, you know, I came into where I'm at today. I get it. But sometimes there's just this vibe of don't beat yourself up because you are starting to feel like you want to go elsewhere. Don't beat yourself up if you don't want to be in this relationship no more. Don't beat yourself up for feeling unsatisfied with your current situation, okay? It does not mean you're backsliding. You know, for a lot of us, when we've done so much growing, and when things can start to feel stagnant or just dry, you know, we get into this vibe of like, what am I doing wrong? Or like, damn, like I did all that growth just to backslide. But it's really not that, okay? It's really not that. Two of Cups. This Two of Cups could say you've met somebody, you've came across a different influence. I just feel like something within you is sparking a need to change, a need to experience more, a need to have a sense of independence, a need to branch out. Putting you in this place of, some of y'all can't see, but putting you in this place of the Hangman, you know? You're at a crossroads. Damn, I want to take that job out in California, you know, but my spouse, my partner, they don't want to leave New Hampshire. Or damn, like I really want to move on from the military, but I just feel so like bound, okay? Like, you know, I gave up so many scholarships. Like I sacrificed a lot to even be here. So now I got to sacrifice more, okay? This is giving that vibe. My phone just went off. Uh-oh. The last item in your order is out for delivery, period. Okay, that's what this is giving. But look at this. We went from the Page of Wands to this King of Wands, right? To now having to sacrifice. It's like this constant cycle. To now we are in this energy. You see that? That is the Knight of Wands. Let me put it like this so y'all can see. My phone just went off again. Fuck, do I got an appointment today? Oh, okay. See that? That's a step down from the King of Wands, right? It doesn't take away from the fact that you've had your experiences. Let me just tell you like this. Just using my situation as an example, even though my situation is a little different from what I'm about to express, but I'm trying to connect the dots. I'm not going to beat myself up for leaving what I left in order to come to the military. You know, of course, I think back to like my scholarship and everything and just whatever. And I'm just like, damn, like I left all of that just to come into the situation where all this other stuff has happened to me. But I'm still thankful for my journey, okay? Because yes, I'm taking a step back from this place that I've grown so much in, that I've, you know, progressed in, promoted in, possibly even saw as my end goal for, you know, wanting to progress. But let's just be honest, that shit was also holding me back. That shit had me feeling like I was in bondage. It was not aligning. It aligned over here, okay? Something aligned for you over here when you made the first step, but some things are just not meant to be a forever thing. Some things are just meant to, it's almost like a factory machine. You know how there's different segments in different areas that the candy go through, or like that the packages go through. This was just one portion of the process, okay? And maybe you needed to be melted and chopped down and boxed up or whatever the fuck in order to get to this, all of this energy, right? However, you know, once, I'm trying to explain this in the best way possible, it almost seems like you guys are in a place of refinement. So yes, you went through all of that, okay? But you're just not meant to be in the factory. You're not, like, you're limitless. You're not just meant to go through this constant process of being trimmed down, refined. No, you're going to be refined. And you may even come out with less than what you came in. Let's say if you were like a candy bar and they had to like cut you down into a little I don't know, a little shape and then put you in a different box. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's like, yeah, you lost a sense. You really didn't lose anything. Nothing has been lost for real, but you might feel like you're taking a step back. You might feel like you're starting over. You might feel like, damn, I went through so much progress in life. Now I was fighting so hard to be this King of Wands. Like, that's what I wanted so bad, but now I'm starting to realize this isn't what I want. And some of you guys are realizing that you want a different job, you want a different connection, and whatever it is that you're starting to transition out of, it is going to cause you to be in this place of newness, which I also feel like for a lot of you guys is very scary, because there is a sense of comfort with that King of Wands. However, we cannot, 11:11 was just on my clock. However, we cannot try to ignore the fact that yes, there's this comfort. Yes, there's this fabulous feeling of everything's going according to what my plan was before, but are you truly happy, okay? I feel like I'm talking to someone who, what they wanted, it's almost like when you know how they say, like, be careful of changing your craft or your hobby into, fuck, I don't even know the quote. I'm fucking up. But you know when people have like something that they do for fun and then they start to, you know, put monetary value on it and then it kind of like takes away. They always say like something that you're like, I don't know if it's a hobby, like they always say watch turning a hobby into something that, you know, you make money from, because it can kind of like blur the lines. I just feel like something that was a goal has been achieved, but your intuition is trying to tell you that this was not the last base, okay? This was not the last destination, okay? We're just getting started, okay? This situation has done what it has needed to do. It's helped you grow, okay? It's triggered, it's done everything that it needed to. And yes, okay, you may feel like a portion of you has been, because the best way I could describe this, it doesn't have to be this dark for y'all. It could just be like, maybe you promoted in one job. Like, let's say you work at a company, you've been there for years. So it's more probable that you'll probably be the top supervisor because you've been there for so long. However, you're not happy no more. So you're considering taking a different job in a different place, but this other job might pay you less, or they might drop you down a rank or like a position, like a lower position than what you were already in, but it's better for you. It's what you want to do. It's more in line with what you want to do. So it's almost like there's this give and take. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? I hope that made sense. But I feel like your intuition wants you to know this is a part of the process, because what you're going into is this Empress card. new territory, new land, new fertile land, okay? Being able to not be the teacher, but to go into the student role, okay? And some of you guys, there could just be an ego attachment to the power that you now have, to all of this, but the journey doesn't end here. You're meant to grow. You're meant to go through this death and rebirth type of vibe. And I feel like some of you guys are like, just like, oh my God, I'm done with this. I don't want to do that shit no more. And I get it, but it's happening, okay? So going back to like, if I was reading this for myself, I remember I just had a moment the other day, if I want to be transparent, where I was like crying because I was like, I'm really out of the military. But honey, I wasn't crying because I was sad about not being in. I'm happy. But I was just crying because I'm like, so much has happened to me in there. And it can kind of like, if you dwell too much on it, it can turn into bitterness, anger, resentment, and then just all these things. You know, it's going to look different for everybody. But I was just like, I just kind of took a step down from that world. But now I have this new vast land where it's like, Paige, but you're free. Like, you're free. For real. You can do what you want. The things that you've been wanting to do, you could do what you want. You don't have to answer to nobody. Like, it's just a different, people that are in the military, they know it's a different freedom once you leave, okay? Especially when you're someone who, like, I mean, to an extent, I was institutionalized, but I experienced civilian life prior to going to the military, okay? So I'm not that much, would the word be indoctrinated? I don't know. Anyway, you're going into this, we got this 3 of Cups, Cancer energy, new connections, a new feeling of coming together, new experiences. For some of you guys, there could even be a reconciliation of some sort, of something that you had to walk away from because you pursued a different job. Like, this to me is giving, like, maybe there was an actual relationship that you wanted to be in, or something. It seems like there's something that you want to do or wanted to do that you couldn't do because something else took precedence, okay? So like I said, if I was reading this for myself, maybe I want to do a podcast, okay? But because I was in the military and my job was so demanding, I didn't really have the time to tap into all of my creative energy the way I wanted to. I couldn't really say all the stuff that I wanted to. Y'all know I'm a loose cannon because I'm like, oh, I gotta worry about my perception with the military and this and it's putting a cap on what I want to do. So instead, you go with what's comfortable with this King of Wands, what people want you to do, what people see as the right thing, what people see as successful. But really, you know, although it was working for you for a while, it has now turned into a place where it's bondage. It's holding you back and you want to sacrifice. You need to sacrifice in order to be in a better, freer, happier place. And that is what your intuition is trying to tell you. If you're starting to feel uncomfortable in your current situation, please do not feel like you are backsliding. It's not that. You are progressing. You're growing. Like, although there was so much that has been achieved here, this is not your last destination. Your intuition needs you to know that you have to stop putting a cap on who you are, what you're meant to be, and what you can actually achieve, because you're bigger than that, all right? So, and then we have, look at this is crazy. I'm confused. Hold on, give me a second. Because this one is saying, hold on. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. Because I'm looking at that as sacrifice, but regardless, we got it coming out anyway. So give me 1 moment, y'all. Hold on. Yep. So this is actually the devil. This is the devil, but this one, that's crazy. This card actually came out to be the Hangman. That's what I'm saying. Okay. You see, this is how it goes. And I know someone's gonna understand what I'm talking about because this is not far-fetched. Some people might be like, well, how does something good turn bad? I mean, think about it. Like, when people make, damn, do I wanna say the word? When people make COCAINE, I was watching a documentary, you know, it stems from a natural plant, okay? Something that was created by the source, but people have turned it into something else. You know, things could just be changed, distorted, or, you know, time just progresses and people change, people grow, and things are just not what they were, okay? How many people, or how many times do you see, just as an example, these memes where people are talking about how they were so excited to, you know, join the military, and then like, when they go years later, they're like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Not saying that everybody's experience is gonna be like that, but it just seems like there was something that you were meant to do and you did it. Don't think just because this phase of life is starting to turn into this codependent, toxic type of nature. Don't think this is your fault, okay? It's not your fault. This is just, it's almost like this is a part of the process to get you away from this. You've done what you needed to do, and now it's time to go elsewhere. You're meant to be free. The only way I could describe this without it being too confusing is by using that example that I just said. Being so excited to leave home, going, branching out, finally getting the courage to join the military, meeting people, progressing, gaining new wisdom, new experiences, but also going through trials and tribulations, having this spiritual awakening while I was in there, recognizing my beliefs and how they don't really match up with certain things. Then to now looking at what was my end goal as the military, I might want to do this for 20 years, to now looking at this like, damn, this is not meant for me. This is like, you ever see the devil card? This is controlling me. This is a very controlling environment. I don't feel like I have room to move. I feel like I'm stuck. I feel like now what I thought I wanted to do is now like the burden. It's now like keeping me hostage, because once I went through my spiritual awakening, I really just got opened up to a new way of thinking. Once I got on my once I went on my deployment and I saw certain things, I was like, oh, that shit is not matching up. This is not matching up with my beliefs. So now this is looking, what used to be the Lovers for me, that's so crazy, because this is the Lovers card. And y'all know the Lovers and the Devil card actually look very similar. It's just one has a lighter vibe and the other one has a darker vibe. But what was once the Lovers energy to me is now the Devil energy to me. And it doesn't mean that I made the wrong decision and going in, because so much was achieved, but it does mean now I need to release myself, okay? Girl, this might be my pile, because this would be me talking to me and saying, P, yes, it happened, but let's not dwell. You are now being put in a position where you can now be free. Let go of whatever has happened here. Like, take the experiences, of course, but don't beat yourself up for what has happened to you in this situation. Because now you are moving, once you retired, P. Look, I'm talking to myself. You retired, P. You're going to be compensated. And you got room to actually do what you want to. Vindication. So there's going to be a sense of vindication coming to you guys. But regardless of the fact, you know, I'm trying to express this in the best way possible, to where it's like, you know, because sometimes it's hard to explain these storylines without me going into a story about myself. But I feel like your intuition wants you to know you're about to walk into new territory. This is beautiful, okay? In order for you guys to have the freedom that you want and the lifestyle that you want, that free, like, look at this. Oh, look at that. That's new territory. That is free as fuck. Let me move this over. We're done with this. This was everything before. This started off like this, but it's transition. Don't beat yourself up about it. That's life, okay? But now you're being led to this place. A lot of times when we get uncomfortable, or when we start to feel like we're, you know, in the wrong place, wrong time, it's like chained up. It's not that you made necessarily the wrong decision with going. It's just this has played its part. This area of your life has played its part. The military played its part for me, okay? That job has played its part for you. That relationship has played its part. And now you're meant to go forward. Sometimes only certain places, people, places, things are going to be able to teach us certain lessons. That's why we go through them. You ever been with somebody, you're like, damn, why the fuck did I even meet them? But it's like, do you think you would have learned that hard lesson if you met Sally over there? Little sweet Sally? Nah, you had to meet the right person. We had to put you in the right position to go through the right scenario. So now I feel like there's this sense of feeling stuck. Listen to that. It's time to move on, move forward. Will it take, will it cause or call for a sense of sacrifice? Having to disconnect from certain things that you may know, be comfortable with, put a lot of energy into? Yes. But this is going to lead you to a place where you feel happier, you feel more like yourself, you feel brand new. But that's also like the uncomfortable vibe about it. It's like you feel happier, you feel more like yourself. So now that's starting to make you think, damn, so who was I really back where I was? Like, was I lying to myself, or like, did I stay there too long? Because now I'm feeling happier, but I thought, you know, what I was in was my happiness. But now I'm starting to see the reality of the situation. And then there's also this vibe of, you know, taking that, going from a King of Wands back to a Knight of Wands, going from a King of Swords back to a Knight of Swords. There's like a little bit of a drop down, but don't look at it as you're just losing ground in your journey, or you done went from a boss to a slouch. It's not that. It's just you have to be out of that energy in order to experience this energy. We need you to go back into a student, a more innocent type of open energy, instead of being in this maybe even indoctrinated or like institutionalized or just comfortable energy where you feel like you've already reached your max. You feel like you've already done everything. No, we want you to fall in love with life again, okay? So a lot of y'all, I'm not gonna lie, you guys are being asked to transition through something, and don't look at it as a hit towards you and who you are, but more as that was just not your last destination. You're bigger than that. That's why this is happening. That's why you transform, baby. That's why these constant transformations happen. It's not because you're just meant to always be going through some shit. No, it's just you're meant to be bigger than every situation that comes across. You're just a bigger individual. You're meant to be big. What they say? You think it's small, you need to be thinking big, bitch. Oh, anyway. Other cards that we have habits. When I asked about what's the advice, we have courage, okay? Recognizing and the habits energy could also talk about addictions, but when we think about addictions, possibly codependency, going back to that devil card, it's like recognizing what right now was working that is not no more. Just like with coffee, there's been plenty of times where you know, I started drinking coffee, it gave what it needed to give. You know, I was not abusing it, I was doing what I needed to do, and it was healthy, or to an extent, you get what I'm saying? It wasn't harmful. And then it turned into like an addiction, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta put this back. You know, I gotta realize that this is not a good habit. Something like that, right? But anyway, just being able to take a closer look, almost like you see how they took a picture of this, the original, and then took a step back to really like take it in, to see like the truth about it, just to really take in that image from a different perspective. That's what you're being asked to do. And then have the courage to make the adjustments. Have the courage, because it is going to take that. Now for others of you, let's reel it in. When I asked about what needs to be let go, we had date. Some of you guys, that to me is a love situation. You know, maybe what I was describing is a love situation. And then when I was like, okay, more, boy toy, object of sexual desire, exposed, truth revealed. To me, like I said, this could be a person, this could be a connection. Some of you guys, if you've been selling yourself short in a connection, you might be walking into a direction where you're like, okay, at first I was down with the cause, at first I was down with being in this third party situation, at first I was down with, you know, the bare minimum, us just, you know, linking up and just doing whatever. I was cool with that, but now I'm not, okay? So it's like really seeing things for what they need to be seen for while you're at this place of enlightenment. Because what's really happening right now, as disturbing as it might be, is you are becoming enlightened to more things. So your morals, your values are changing, your ideas are changing. So there are going to be a lot of things that you've been used to dealing with or inviting in that are now like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I was talking to them. I can't believe I used to eat that. I can't believe that this is what I've been doing. There's going to be a lot of truths being revealed to you, but I just keep having to emphasize, please do not look at this as if you are taking a step back. This is actually going to be your step forward, but this is just a part of the process. We also have discovery, fear, obedience. Do not be scared to leave this behind, okay? Some of you guys feel like you have to be committed to a specific person, place, thing when you don't. Okay, ask yourself, why do I feel obligated to stay even though I don't want to? What am I scared of? Okay, how can I be more loyal to myself instead of these outside influences? It's time to get back into a childlike energy and discover. Okay, this discovery, I mean, that looks like that's probably a little kid. It's giving me that Page of Wands to the King of Wands, dropping back down to the Knight of Wands. This is where they want you to be, this childlike, discovering, explorative, open type of energy, okay? Allowing, especially if you guys went through a lot of negative situations, not letting that jade this next chapter that you're walking into, because this next chapter is giving a free field, you know, where the cows be grazing, the grass is green, it's fertile. It's giving very open energy, okay? Easier said than done, but try not to be bitter or stuck on the past or feel obligated to have to stay, okay? We also have poetic justice, retribution, It was poetic justice. Understand that you will be vindicated and validated. It may not look like how you want it to, but it's happening. Also, for those where you have been led to write or create something, blog, write, script, you're being called to do that. That's what your intuition is saying. Please do this. Pursue that. Something to do with writing, maybe writing a book, a blog, something like that, poetry. We also have isolation, remote and alone. And then we also have tyrant, cruel and oppressive. Listen, some of y'all have a tendency to beat yourselves up and really like go in on yourself, okay? This is not the time for that, okay? And if anybody is falling in line with this cruel and oppressive energy, whatever is making you feel isolated, whatever makes you feel just like, okay? That is a sign. That's what we need to walk away from, okay? We also have, I open myself to new experiences, and however my body, oh shit, my bad. Let me read that again. I open myself to new experiences and honor my body with love and respect. I hear benevolent messages loud and clear. I am my own healer. So giving yourself back the power. And then let me pause this and come back and I'm gonna read these to you guys for our last messages. And I'm back, okay? We have the turquoise orca, so that's blue energy, throat chakra, and we have the lavender loom, so that's that psychic energy, that third chakra, the third eye chakra, and then also the crown chakra. Give me a second. Okay, boom. Turquoise orca. You are a gentle soul with intense power. Focus your thoughts on positive outcomes and bring them into being. You are highly intelligent with great learning abilities, never making the same mistake twice. Take inventory of the emotional pressures you're under and know when it's time to take a breath. Know when it's time to walk away. Your purpose is huge and you are surrounded by support. Go within, diving deep moves you forward. Make a big splash, okay? Lavender loom. Feel the tranquility and serenity I offer. It's time to awaken old hopes and wishes. If you can dream it, it can be. So some of you guys, like I said, you guys might be moving into a place where what took precedence due to responsibility and, you know, what you felt like you had to be committed to, and, you know, it's almost like being committed to something because you feel like you have to, but then there's these other creative hobbies or things that you would like to pursue that you have to put on the back burner. Nah, you guys are walking into a place where what you put on the back burner or what you actually desire to, you know, go into, things that you felt like you couldn't do before, you're being asked to go after that, okay? So yeah, reawaken old hopes and wishes. If you can dream it, you can make it be. Have the courage to examine what has been submerged, allowing long suppressed desires to surface. They come to light in the soft, silvery glow of the moon with grace and refinement. I literally just had a whole vision of rocks going underwater and then like new, like almost like Atlantis or something, like this new, like underwater, I don't know, it's like a building coming up from the water while the old ones are going down, okay? And that new building is really not new. It's just something that you were going after that you had to submerge or put to the side because of whatever you were being led to do at that time. But now it's almost like there's this redirection of knowing, like, when you wanted to do what you wanted to do, you were not on the wrong path. It just wasn't the right time. Now it's the right time, okay? That you had to do this first. You had to do A and B before you got to C, okay? And some of you guys like really like killed certain hopes and dreams thinking that you was going after the wrong thing and blah, blah, blah. No. Because it's almost like this. Let me say this. It's almost like, I just keep having to use this. Somebody wants to be a hairdresser, okay? But instead, you know, family might be against it. And, you know, they finally come to this conclusion that, you know what, I'm actually gonna just go to the military instead. You know, I'm gonna go to the military because whatever. The military ends up working out for a while, so they're like, oh yeah, like now I'm starting to see like hairdressing or being a hairstylist was actually not, it was not in my destiny. Like this is what, you know, this is what I was meant to be doing. But then as they're going more and more on their process and just this transformation and this spiritual growth, they're starting to recognize about things about the military. Maybe they're starting to see that they don't agree or they feel like they're bigger than the military or blah, 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 right? So now they're looking back and they're like, damn, I thought this was my purpose in full. But now I'm like, now I'm thinking back to what I used to want to do. Now I'm thinking back to when I wanted to be a hairstylist. Like now I'm starting to wonder, like, was that really the truth? Like, was that what I was supposed to be doing? This whole time I thought this was the end all, but now I'm starting to get very confused. So someone that's going through that type of vibe, that's gonna be confusing. It makes you question everything. It's like, damn, I really thought I had this shit in the bag. I really thought I knew what I was doing. Now I'm questioning everything. Now I want to flip-flop. But it's really, although it feels like that, you're not being asked to look at it like that. Instead of looking at it like you made the wrong decision, look at it as, no, you wanting to go to the military was the A, you experiencing the military was the B, and the hairdressing was the C, okay? We always knew that she was going to be a hairdresser. We just wanted you to go through this first because there were certain skills that you learned during the B process that couldn't really flourish unless they were dealt with prior to the C process. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, what the hell is this? Now, why is e-benefits doing that shit? Okay, anyway. You are truly a picture of, you see how my phone is going off? Y'all hear that? Hold on. Yo, so many, I just got so many notifications, like it's crazy. So I feel like that was like confirmation for y'all where it was like ding 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 ding. But I don't know, like let me know if it resonates. You are truly a picture of elegance. Your unique, inspiring song penetrates the heart and soul. Embrace your divine, lucid message. So yes, pile, what was it, 4? Damn, y'all, I can't remember. I think it's pile 4. Yes, pile 4, that was your spread. Thank you so much. This actually helped me as well. Girl, this might have been my message. But thank you. I really like this, you know. Yeah, let me know how it resonated. But real quick, actually, let me pull one more. I forgot I wanted to pull from this. One more for pile 4 before we end. Any other messages, advice, words of wisdom? Oh, okay. We're gonna read all of them. We have worthwhile. Life is not about being taught a lesson for getting something wrong. It's about having an experience that adds richness to your life. That's crazy. See, it's not that y'all got it wrong. It was just supposed to add. You know, you were supposed to learn some things. Sadness. Allow yourself the space to feel miserable. Mourn what has been lost or what cannot be. If you don't take the time now, your sadness will catch up with you later when you're least expecting it. Persuasion. It's all about how you see the situation. If you are looking for negatives, you will find them because there are many, but try concentrating on the positives. There are plenty of them too. So some of you guys are definitely about to have, it's not a course correction, it's just you're leaving B to go to C, but you always thought B was the end all, but you're just now starting to find out that there's other letters after the B, there's other destinations. So we also have reassessment. Time to take another look at this situation. There are many possibilities. However, each possibility will lead you to the same outcome. You have nothing to lose. See what I'm saying? See, damn, you see this shit? This shit is going crazy. Like, what's really happening? I know if my phone going off like this, that better be my DD214. Okay, that better be my DD214. But yes, pile 4, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down below in the comments. Okay, pile 5. Pile 5. Let's get it cracking. Let's get it going. Okay, so pile 5, this is your gift. You got a little purple bow. Oh yeah, this one, I think this was the one that was giving us a hard time wrapping, or maybe it wasn't. One of these did, or I don't know. Girl, don't listen to me. One of these gifts gave us a hard time, and I'm like, damn, like I just wonder what's in that box, okay? But let's see. Let's see what we got. Pile 5. Did I call out pile 4? My bad. Pile 5. Hold up. Ooh, not me starting off. Why did it say blunt? Exclamation point. What the fuck do you need to know? Damn, we got a blunt. What the fuck do you need to know? And they want me to come hard. So listen, if you sensitive, or if you're feeling sensitive, I mean, not just say if you're sensitive, but if you're feeling sensitive, this may not be what you need to hear right now. It's like what you need to hear right now, but it just might not be the time. So we're gonna do a blunt, what the fuck do you need to know? Honey, I won't be holding back. I ain't gonna hold back because it calls for it. So let me go pick out a deck for you guys, and then I will be right back to give you your blunt ass reading, okay? So give me 1 second. All right, what's up you guys? Girl, it's a whole nother day. It's a whole nother day. So we have blunt. What the fuck do you need to know, okay? So I have 2 decks that I'm gonna be using. I have the Hermetic Tarot, and then I also have one of my versions, one of my many versions of the Rider-Waite Tarot, okay? So let's see. This always comes out when I read for people, and I don't know why. It must be just like a universal thing. I think we all struggle with this. But one of your blunt messages is you need to stop fucking procrastinating and get some shit done. You wouldn't be so stressed out if you would just do it once it comes to your mind, okay? For example, some of you guys, you'll have a reminder like in your mind of, oh, I gotta go to the doctor, or like your doctor will tell you, oh, your appointment is Tuesday at 2 o'clock. But instead of writing it down in your planner or getting a planner or making a note about it, getting an alarm for it, you will tell yourself, oh, I'll remember, I'll take a mental note, I'll remember. No, or you know what, yeah, I'll write it down. It's like your mind is telling you write it down right now, but you're like, okay, it's cool, like I'll write it down as soon as I, you know, get in the parking lot, and then you forget. So it's like, start handling shit when the opportunity presents itself, okay? So I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be cussing a lot with y'all, Paul, because I really want to get into the blunt messages, but it's all love. Ooh, that wanted to come out. 2 of Wands. So let me see. What does my pile 5 need to know? Blunt messages for my pile 5. What do they need to know? What do they need to hear? Okay, somebody here has been hesitant on doing something. That's why I think that procrastination is coming through. But it's not just about like an endeavor. Some of you guys have a problem with somebody that's in your circle, or this could be a family member. It seems like y'all are in close proximity. This could be a coworker. And I just feel like some of you guys are letting this person get away with too much. I'm not necessarily saying you got to put your hands on them, but it's almost like, I don't know if they bully you. It's almost like there's this want to speak up about how you're feeling about something, but instead you're trying to keep the peace. It's like, no, fuck that, okay? If you keep on letting this individual get away with this behavior that I feel like is very unsat, they're going to continue to walk over you. So we got to stop being a doormat. So we got this 7 of Pentacles. A lot of waiting, okay? What's the blunt message? Let me get all the cards out before I start talking shit. Blunt messages from our pile 5. What do they need to know? Ooh, I hope and pray. I knew it. I was just about to say, I just took a peek. I was just about to say. Because for this 7 of Pentacles to come out, what are y'all waiting? Are y'all waiting on somebody? Ooh, and I was like, please don't let this be about a person or something from the past. But there we go. We got the 6 of Cups. It's a little sideways, but let's see. Blunt messages. What does my pile 5 need to know? I could already feel someone's chest getting tight. I feel like y'all know what I'm about to say. Look at this shit. The 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords and the World card. Come on now. Blunt messages. Who is it, or what is it that they need to let go? Okay. I'm about to hurt feelings. I'm about to hurt some feelings. I'm about to hurt some feelings. Okay. The way that this is coming through from my pile 5, and I'm gonna try not to go too hard on y'all. But on the contrary to what I said in the beginning, there's also this part of you that is very invested. For whoever this message is for, if the shoe fits, wear it. If it doesn't, go watch another pile. With this 7 of Pentacles, there's this wanting to wait, wanting to keep on keeping on, wanting to keep on watering something that has already proven itself. I don't know, it's not even coming through as you're watering a dead plant, because the least I could say with a dead plant, you know, we could birth a dead plant back to life. I've seen my grandma do it a lot of times, but this is like, it's like this 7 of Pentacles. I don't know. Have you invested heavily into a job? Have you invested heavily into an idea? Let me say it like this. Have you invested heavily into a job that you have possibly seen and been shown that is not really the correct place for you to be? Maybe it was good at first. Some of you guys might want to watch, damn, was it the last pile? Yeah, I don't know if it was the last pile, but it's whatever deck has these cards, where I'm using these cards. Y'all might want to watch that. But it's almost like you've invested in something, and I don't think it was like a bad thing, so to say, or something that was toxic, something that was mistreating you, something that was, you know, just unsat in the beginning. But it seems like it's shown its head to you. So this is a job, person, place, or thing, okay? I feel like the blunt message of what you need to know is stop distorting the truth of the situation. Something has proven itself to you already, and I feel like someone here has either already gone through an ending with this person, place, or thing, multiple endings. There have been multiple chances to really nip this in the butt and close the door, but yet the mind, possibly, or just physically what you are doing is, it just seems like there's this constant resurrection of some shit that should have been dead a long time ago. Ooh! Not me getting the pet cemetery coming through, but with this Six of Cups, the best way I could describe this, like let's say if I just wanted to focus on a specific scenario. Six of Cups. This could be a past person. This could be someone that you have shared not only bad memories with, but also good memories with. This could be a situation that you may still be stuck on, dwelling on, hoping that it comes back to work out, hoping that that person comes back so that you guys could salvage the connection, even though you've noticed that they've been moving on with their life, even though they've treated you bad, even though, okay? There's like this constant want to keep something alive that has already took so much out of you. It's like, for example, this is giving me the energy of someone who has went through a very brutal relationship where the person drained them. Not me thinking of Derek Jackson and his wife. It's like this person has drained you, possibly even embarrassed you. This job has put you on the back burner, paid new employees more than you, even though you've committed to it so many years. Okay, whatever it is that you may be holding on to, I could tell that you've committed a lot of energy into this. You put a lot into this. You have nurtured this, but it has not really been as committed to you. I'm not saying that there wasn't good times, but it just seems like the nurturing is not, it's not being reciprocated. Okay, and this Ten of Swords to me is someone that has been through possible some type of humiliation, just like a lot of, because I keep getting Derek Jackson with his wife. It just seems like there's been a lot that has happened. Mental anguish, okay, overthinking, trying to find a solution, possible, it could be fights at work, it could be fights in the connection. It just seems like this is the type of vibe. Where my people at that have been in a relationship, and once you got out of the relationship, you were like, damn, that motherfucker really drained me for everything. Like, oh my gosh, like they drained my energy, like almost like, okay, y'all see Erica Mena? For those that don't know who Erica Mena is, you know, look it up. But you know how she looks now? No judgment towards her, but like with Safari, like she just went through a divorce with Safari, but it's like she has lost so much weight, okay? And it's almost like, just piggybacking off of that scenario, it's like this situation has proven to be detrimental. Look at where it has you. Why even entertain the idea of even bringing this back into your life? Okay, for example, if that person, you don't forget what they did. What happened, okay? This is not like this revelation that you guys are having about what needs to be, like, literally, I just keep hearing deceased, okay? It needs to be let go. Let's not distort this, okay? Ooh, see, I'm trying to, it's like I'm being blunt, but I'm trying not to be too blunt because it wants to come out. For example, this is giving me the vibe of someone who's like, oh, you know, even though he did me wrong all these times, I just know we're meant to be because, you know, he just keeps coming back to me. Well, of course he keeps coming back to you. You're available, okay? What does that even mean? Or, like, you know, I knew I should have been left this job, but, you know, as soon as I'm about to leave, like, my boss, you know, he told me like he's gonna give me a new opportunity and he's gonna finally, you know, give me a certain pay, and I feel like I should stay. Okay, that's cool and all, but why did it take for you to have to go through all of what you went through? You barely had money to feed your kids. You've been working here. You didn't watch so many people get put above you, even though you've been the loyalist to the company. Why are we even considering this? Where's the dignity? Okay, this to me is someone that goes through an ending and they learn some hard lessons, okay? They get back up, they complete it, yet there's somebody here that has a tendency to try to still, it's like there's this energy of trying to still keep the past alive. It's like, no, the ending was the ending. That's just what that was. I don't know how else to explain it, but with that World card, it just seems like the cycle has ended itself and you have full-blown opportunity to walk into a brand new, fresh start, okay? With your dignity right there, your self-esteem, your self-worth, your money. There's like this fresh start. But I feel like there is this crossroads that someone might be at or on. It's almost like this world card is showing me this person continuing to look back. Hold on, I have to ask, like, okay, so what's going on with this world card? It's almost like this Ace of Pentacles, for that to come out when I had asked the question that I had asked, I wonder if, you know, you guys see the potential in a lot of things, okay? And I feel like you just want to believe that this person, place, or thing will change to fit the narrative that you've always wanted it to be. This person, place, or thing will finally hit the mark, okay? This job will finally meet your expectations. This person will finally get it together, you know. Yes, they've done all these backhanded things, but it's like, okay, now this person says that if we live together with this Ace of Pentacles, you know, if we start, you know, if we live together or if we get married, you know, that's gonna change everything. You know what this is giving me? I don't like this. Okay, you ever meet people, I'm about to hurt some feelings with this pile, I can already tell. You ever meet people that feel like a title is everything? Like, let's say they're dating somebody that's like a serial cheater, okay? But they feel like if they were to marry this person or even have a baby with this person, it's like that puts them ahead of all the other hoes. And it's just like this very distorted mentality about what actually is the winning outcome, like what makes them a winner in this situation. I don't know why it's coming through pile 5. There's just this real big emphasis on you could do so much better. I'm not gonna lie, if y'all want to open this door up, take that offer from that boss that been mistreating you, I mean, they did give you the offer, but just know this cycle will repeat itself. There's like something here that's just not meant to be engaged in anymore, okay? Whew. Other messages for my pile 5. The 6 of Swords, oh, they're like, move the fuck on. That's literally what it's saying. It's like, move on. You know, I ain't want to have to come on here like that. I mean, come on, y'all. Y'all can't even be mad at me. I mean, the 6 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, and the World card. Come on. If this doesn't give close the door and let the door be closed and stay closed and walk away from it, then I don't know what does. Okay, so let me see, for anyone where that like really resonates, what exactly is causing them to hesitate from moving forward? It's like choosing to be in a place of peace instead of always going back to the chaos. Some of you guys might not have, and I used to be like this, like sometimes when you always go through negative situations, it can become uncomfortable when you do reach a place of peace. It's like it's unknown territory. You just went from this water that was, you know, flashing. There's all these loud thunderstorms, you know, you barely can hear. It's hella shit. The boat's rocking. But as soon as you get over to like this calm, peaceful place where the water is still, there's no sound. But maybe like a few birds in the distance, if they're in the distance, the sun is shining. The boat is not rocking, okay? It's like you've gotten so used to that turbulent energy that finally when it slows down, it can be uncomfortable. It's like, ooh, I don't hear nothing. You know, it's like silence. And you know, silence can be unsettling. Peace sometimes can be unsettling for people that have had a very turbulent past. But I don't know, you guys. It's like we have to pull forward. It's almost like I'm seeing someone have an opportunity to go into a peaceful, abundant place, but yet they're still debating on whether they should just go back to what they're comfortable with. Now, why would we do that? Some of you guys, this has to do with a friend group or someone that you've known for some time. Like this could be like moving away from home. This could be having an opportunity to get the fuck out of town and go do something more with yourself outside of what you're used to. But because you're so comfortable with back home, because you've invested so much time, because your family is there, because it just makes sense, it's like you may choose to, I don't know, like remove yourself from these opportunities, say no, even though it's something you want to do because that's what's comfortable for you. No, get uncomfortable or get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Whoever I'm talking to, all I'm going to tell you is you're not really meant to stay put. I don't know if it's in a connection. For some of you guys, it might not have anything to do with love. It's almost like I'm seeing somebody, it's like I'm seeing somebody maybe you live in Colorado, right? That's your hometown, but you're like being led to move, I don't know, to California. It's like all the opportunities present themselves, but there's been so many times where you've literally sat there, procrastinated on making the opportunity, or like distorted it with fear and said, well, you know what, I'll just make it work here in Colorado, even though I really want to go to California. And it's like, you guys are about to have a moment of redemption so that you could really close up, just, you know, for example, so that you could really close up this Colorado situation and start anew in this California situation. But it's just like, at the end of the day, no one can want it for you. You have to want it for yourself. And that's what you guys are being asked to do. It's like, where can you start putting what you want at the forefront? It's really time to set boundaries with the people around you and become like, almost like have this fixation about the abundance that it is that you really want. Some of you guys want to travel, you want to study abroad, but fear, this attachment, strong attachment to comfort, this distorted view about, well, if I leave home, you know, am I really going to be able to make it out there? You know, it's almost like there's this codependency to whatever this Seven of Pentacles is. And you're being asked to, okay, we get it. We get that you lived in Colorado. We get that you grew up there. And you know what? You might have met some great people. Your childhood friends might be there. And you know what? You probably learned some great skills. I mean, you did go to what, middle school, high school, whatever the fuck there. But okay, that's fabulous. Just because you leave and go into a new direction, it doesn't mean that you're losing all that. That was the stepping stone. Understand what's a stepping stone and then what's literally like your last destination. You guys don't have a last destination right now. I think y'all need to, I'm not even gonna go in. I think y'all need to watch, like I said, the reading that has these cards being used. I think it was the last reading. Y'all need to watch that. Because some of you guys are almost like putting roots down in cement, or attempting to put roots down in cement. Like, it's almost like this is just not supposed to be happening. You guys are meant to travel or like experience new experiences, okay? And instead of being in this Queen of Wands, yes, and the Eight of Wands underneath that, and the Seven of Cups underneath that, and the Four of Pentacles under the deck, it's like instead of really exploring and capitalizing on this energy and inviting these new opportunities, even if it feels scary, instead of like experiencing it, we're just like in this Four of Pentacles. Y'all sitting on new ideas, new experiences, unique talents. All this bottled up energy just wants to be let out so that it could really like flourish in new environments. Some of you guys might not even really know who you are just yet because you've been so stuck in this Four of Pentacles energy. It's like, how do you know at this, you know, big grown age that you're at, how do you know what you like anymore? You might like something totally different, but how would you know if you don't get out there? Fuck, okay? Three of Cups. Some of y'all, it has to do with these people that you keep around you. That's fine. At the end of the day, if they want to stay in Colorado, just as an example, if they want to stay in Colorado because that's what they feel like is best for them, okay, that don't mean you got to do it too. Don't feel guilty about wanting to do different things. Y'all gonna end up really regretting this later on. And I hate a regret. I'm not a regretful type of bitch. Listen, you got to take these risks, honey. Y'all going to end up regretting this later on. And you're going to be looking around, wondering why you're still in this position. This could be your hometown, this relationship, this whatever the fuck. And you're just going to be like, damn, like I had so many opportunities to really like branch out. Even though I was scared, even though, you know, it was a little bit unknown of what was going to happen. Like, the least I could have said was that I did it and I tried it. But why just stay put? I don't like this. Why just stay put in this Four of Pentacles energy when you can explore so much life? I don't know. I personally, I be having to talk to my friends about this because they be scared to leave home. But, you know, I got to remember, like, girl, you're an Aquarius. And, you know, just how I am. I'm like, girl, not fuck the family, but fuck the family. Not fuck the family, but, like, I'm ready to move. I don't know. I don't miss nothing. I'll come see ya. Okay? Like, yeah, I might have friends back home, but so... we could talk on the phone. It's not that big of a deal. But I'm also very independent with my energy. But I do understand that there's probably some people that are just very attached to their initial roots. So I'm going to try to be sensitive about that. and this is the only time I'm going to say that, what I just said, that was my sensitivity, just acknowledging it. But because we have this bluntness that has to come through, I have to follow through with the concept, okay? So moving forward, blunt messages for my pile 5. Bravery. Oh, y'all see that shit? Did you see that shit? I know you saw that shit. Come on now. Bravery. It's time to reel in your warrior spirit. Not all conflict has to be a fight. The wise warrior will choose their battles carefully, weighing up risk on the road to achievement. Period. Some of you guys feel like you have to, I don't know, like, are y'all not moving forward because you feel like it's just better to just not say anything, to just avoid it because it, you know, it won't lead to an argument. For example, okay, I'm talking in circles. Let's say you want to break up with somebody, but you're like, you know, I know if I do that, it's going to lead to all this conflict. You know, we got the family to deal with. Or let's say you just want to move away from home. It's like, oh, I got to deal with what my mom's going to say, my family, and what. Oh my gosh. With this energy, it's like, oh, the fuck, well. At the end of the day, you don't got to explain shit. There's a way that you can get past whatever this situation is that I'm picking up on. There's a way that you could get past it without causing a super fuss, okay? And one of the main things that you could do is just by not giving a fuck. It's like, I don't know if y'all be over explaining to people. I don't know if you looked for outside validation. They don't even got to know about this. I don't know. I'm gonna just let that sit there, and then you take what you can from that. Blunt messages from my pile 5. Well, I want some waffles or some pancakes. Oh yes, Waffle House. I'm going to Waffle House. I'm going to Waffle House. Okay. Exhaustion. Some of y'all might be exhausted by the people around you. You know what this is also giving me? Some of you guys are literally the structure holding everybody together. But gosh darn, it's your time to shine, baby. Oh, that do be the worst. We always say that about people that's the oldest sibling. You feel like you the glue holding everything together, but shit, you stretching yourself a little thin. Life gonna pass you by and you're gonna be like, yeah, I mean, you might be able to say that you took care of everybody. You sent them off to college, school, whatever the fuck. You got little Timmy what he needed, but it's like, what did my pile 5 need? Next thing you know, you like 85 years old, just now starting to be in this energy of, oh, I wish I could have done that. No. That's not the life you're supposed to live. You're supposed to do it now, okay? These other individuals, I'm not saying just drop, especially if you have responsibilities as a parent. I'm not just saying just drop them and be like, fuck them kids. It's not giving that. It's just like, God damn, some of y'all are really like stretching yourself thin. It's so much energy being put into what is going to be the glue to hold that foundation together. But that foundation, like, I get it, you want to help, but it's like with these foundations over here, because y'all see, I keep going like this. That foundation, there's someone else that should be holding that accountable, okay? Like there are people, places, things that need to be holding themselves accountable as well. It shouldn't be draining you so much to the point where it's like you trying to hold up your end of the bargain and then also their end of the bargain. It's different to lend a helping hand, but you shouldn't have to even. This is how I feel. You know how people hold, y'all know I talk in colors, but you know how people are holding a basket? Let's say there are other people around you. Everybody's holding a basket, right? You got the heaviest gosh darn basket. And you see there are other people that got lighter baskets, whatever. You so fucking caring and nurturing that you'll see Timmy over there who got a light basket who could have grabbed more but is, you know, skimping for whatever reason. You'll see he's kind of like toppling over, struggling. So what you do, even though you got the heaviest gosh darn basket, okay, holding it with the wish and a prayer. That's all you got. That's helping you have the strength to hold this thing up. And what you do with your nurturing ass, you take a hand and you give it over to Timmy. Knowing Timmy got 2 whole perfectly hands in order to be able to hold themselves accountable and be like, gosh darn, you know what, maybe I need to position myself better and hold this a little different. But instead you take from your foundation to give over there when you already didn't have it to give. You didn't have it to give, okay? Pile 5. Now what? How you think you looking now that you didn't gave a hand to Timmy? And you was already holding this heavy ass basket that you could barely handle yourself. Now you done gave a whole hand, part of your structure over there to help them. Absolutely not. You know, yeah, Timmy might have dropped it. Well, that's what I can hear y'all say. Well, what if Timmy dropped it? Then Timmy dropped it. Timmy gonna learn today. Timmy's gonna learn today. If Timmy drops it, Timmy learns, okay? You gotta let people fuck up sometimes so that they can learn. Ain't you tired of trying to tell everybody what to do and give them the best, you know, that you got, and they ain't listening? Draining yourself just to do it all over again. Anyway, exhaustion. Long and challenging as this journey is, it is worth the struggle. The results are long-term and worth every sacrifice made along the way. Keep pushing, y'all, because y'all got some really good energy coming through. It's just, let me shut up. I done said too much already. Discretion. Oh. Discretion. Friendships are fantastic when there is equality. Oh. Hale, hale. Let's really shabalaba, okay? Friendships are fantastic when there is equality in the relationship. Maybe it's time to undertake a quick audit of your friendships to ensure they are reciprocal. That's what anything. Friendships, family, friends, lovers, I don't know. The donkey down the street. Everything. We need to look around at everything. Is it reciprocal? The chair that you're sitting on, just like the one I'm sitting on now. I'm here, but it's like, is it doing what I need it to do? Is it up to par with what I need? And then you need to adjust, okay? So yes, 5. That was your blunt message. I'm sorry, not sorry, okay? Let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down below in the comments. Pile 6, okay? I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I just went in on pile 5. I'm hoping and praying that you don't have like a blunt topic, because so help you God if you do. Because I'm gonna give it to y'all. So let's see. That's your package. Eee. Ooh, getting a little ashy. It'd be cold back here. Where I'm doing my readings, it'd be cold back here. Anyway. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. See it? Okay. Let me look first. Oh, ooh, okay, the juice and the tea. Do we really want to know? Okay, so before I tell you what this topic is, ask yourself, do I really want to know? Do I really want to know? What I'll do for you guys is I'm gonna go to Waffle House, have a nice breakfast so I can ease down from pile 5. So I'm not too hard on you. But your topic is, what do people say behind your back? What do people say behind your back, okay? And I'm gonna tell you the good, bad, and the ugly. If the ugly comes out, I'm gonna tell you. So, go ahead, do what you need to do. I'm gonna do what I need to do, and then I'll be back to give you guys your read. So, last but not least, it's a whole new day. And, like, literally a whole new day since the last little clip. I did not want to do y'all reading when I was, like, low on fumes, because I want to be ramped up for this, okay? So we have, what do people say behind your back? So this is the thing, real quick, channeled messages that were already coming out for this pile. And I'm just gonna name a lot of things because a lot of people are gonna be picking this pile. But someone's name starts with a K. I don't know if it's the person talking about you or if it's you. The name Kylie, not Kylie, Kylie didn't come through, Kaylee came through, but now Kylie's coming through, Kevin, Kendra, Kendrick, Carrie. I also got that someone's name because Marquise came through, but a lot of us that know the name Marquise, I see it spelled with a Q. But for whatever reason, I was seeing Marquise spelled with a K, which lets me know this person could have a, or even if it's you or them, or one of the people talking about you. You know what I'm trying to say, girl. It's like their name is not spelled normally how it's spelled, okay? So for example, I knew somebody named Chris. A lot of people see Chris as C-H-R-I-S. This person's name was K-R-I-S. Marquise, like I said, instead of with a Q, it's spelled with a K. I ain't gonna say her name, but there's this other girl that I knew. I don't fuck with her though, so I ain't gonna use her as an example, girl. Petty. But her name too, it was like, there was a letter at the end of it, but I guess it was silent, but it's like, is it silent? I don't know. That's her mama did that, but anyway. So something that was coming through for this pile, I feel like for those of you that just have recently had a glow up or an achievement that was noted publicly, like, I don't know, maybe you're like me, you retired from the military, or you got a degree, or you launch your business. It could be a big win or a small win. It doesn't matter. I feel like it's something big, or it's something big to the community that you grew up in, or big to other people. For example, what may be a small achievement to you, to people from your hometown, as an example, it might be a huge achievement because they're not used to seeing people make it out. They're not used to seeing people graduate. They're not used to seeing people travel, have YouTube channels, have this, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Or like, if you're like me, just retired from the military. You know, people might not be used to someone retiring at such a young age, or, you know, even just with my story, like making it out like I did. But all I'm gonna say is there's something that you've achieved, whether you see it as a big or a small win. A lot of people are talking about it as if it's like a big ass win. Depending on who is talking about it, you're gonna have people that are hating on the blessing or the goal that you have accomplished, or you're gonna have people just talking about, wow, did you see Power 6? Like, Power 6 is like really doing this, or Power 6 achieved that. But then you're gonna have other people that are like, yeah, I bet you it's not gonna last long though. Like, they'll give you the praise of, yeah, I saw they got that award, but let's see how long that lasts. They'll regret it. So that's the thing, like, there's a lot of people talking about an accomplishment, okay? I also feel like you have people intimidated about you, because that was coming through with this spread. Yes, you definitely have people that are intimidated about you, attracted to you. Some people may be talking about your relationship. 6 of Wands, like I said. I don't know who you are, Pile 6, but a lot of people talk about, whether it's in a good or a positive way, they talk about your success and how things are balancing out for you. Some of you guys are in a relationship, a good relationship, or there's just this gossip about, I bet you Pile 6 probably got a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Pile 6 is doing so good for themselves. Do you see Pile 6? Man, Pile 6 is living their best life, man. Pile 6, you see they man be really taking care of them. Pile 6 is just so fine and sexy. I know they gotta have people all over them. Man, I wish I had Pile 6's life. Like, I'm so jealous, like, type shit. Like, that's the vibe here, okay? Gemini energy, Leo energy. What are people saying behind my Pile 6's back? Okay, whatever's about to come out next might be the more negative end of it. Oh, don't get shy now, bitch. It's okay, we got the 6 of Pentacles. All right, this is from a coworker. What they want to say. 9 of Pentacles. Okay. Ace of Wands. 10 of Wands. So that's the thing. The thing about you guys is, when it comes to the gossip or what people say behind your back, I do feel like you have a lot of people that actually support you and are very happy for you. But even if they're not, it's really hard to try to distort your blessing, okay? Let me see how I can articulate this without it being confusing, even though we already know it's gonna be confusing because I'm explaining it. Like, it's so much goodness in your life, or at least that's what's being perceived, that it's going to be very hard for people to hate on it. It's like, you deserve this, you've done the work, you probably ain't even done nothing to these people that's hating on you, or like they probably don't even know you for real. Like, for example, you could be like me, have a YouTube channel, and this could be some stranger like in the background just hating for no reason. They don't know what you've been through to get what you got. However, even if people start to feel salty, I feel like it's more so coming from, you were the one to make it out, or you were the one to make something happen that they also wanted to do. Like I said, a coworker that maybe left the job, or a coworker that wanted to, or let me say this, a coworker that you worked with that you end up leaving behind in some type of way. Maybe you promoted, maybe you left, maybe you retired, maybe you transitioned in a way. Maybe you and a friend group was like thick as thieves, but you know, you got into a relationship, and then there was just this whole reflection period where you realized what was meant to be in your life and what wasn't. You had to leave some people behind. There are just a lot of people. Do I think people have their bitter feelings about you? Yes, but I will say, at the end of the day, I mean, they can hate on you if they want to, but they really can't hate on you, Pile 6. Like, if anything, they could learn from a bitch like you. They could learn from a ninja like you, okay? And that's what people are starting to realize. This really needs to be what are people starting to realize, okay? That you're not the enemy here. You should be used as inspiration. People, like I said, could learn from a bitch like you. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot of inspiration around what you do. Even if somebody is hating, at the end of the day, you are sparking an inspirational type of energy within them for them to want to do better, okay? Even for those that deem you as competition, yeah, they might be in that, oh, okay, like, okay, I see pile 6, you know, but I'm about to go above and beyond pile 6. Okay, regardless, that's how they feel. Okay, cool. Okay, but at the end of the day, what did they say the first time? They gave you your flowers. So if they want to use you as the motivation to do better, I don't know, I guess to shit, if that's what they want to call it, and really like pop out, let them do that. At the end of the day, you was the blueprint. So, okay, people are using you as the blueprint. I don't know why I just got like a Nicki Minaj type of feeling. Okay, people say you're a hard worker. This is the thing, like, there's so much respect here, pile 6. Like, as much as I want to go in and tell you all the bullshit that people be saying, at the end of the day, you're a hard working ass person. You are very successful, okay? And if you're not, oh my God, that's so crazy. At the bottom of this deck, look what we have: small business, work online, local service, at-home product, digital CEO, nomad, 1 to 4 employees, DIY. People, I'm telling y'all, if y'all don't have your own business, like, y'all are just successful. Like, it just seems like things are working out. Like, I'm telling you, with a relationship, with your looks, your body, your routine, your money, it just looks like you got it like that. Like, that's what it looks like. So that's how people talk about you. Like, let me see. So if people are being negative, what do they say negative behind my viewers' back? I actually think you guys have a lot of secret admirers. People crushing on you. Even if they're already in a relationship, people crushing on you. Aha! See that 6 of Cups? I know you see that motherfucking 6 of Cups. Oh, so it's past people. It's the people that doubted you. Or even if they didn't doubt you, like, they might have thought that you was always gonna be something. There are people that are, I don't know, you probably left behind that always knew you was gonna be something. However, they just didn't have the tools to treat you correctly. And I don't know, maybe at that time you didn't even have the tools to treat you correctly because you stayed along with this friendship, person, place, or thing, okay? But I feel like there's a lot of, this is the thing. Why are y'all all everybody mind? What y'all got going on, pile 6? Because a lot of people are very nostalgic about you. Now, the people that have more of the negative things to say, it's like a bitter. It's like not just the enemy type of vibe. It's just a bitter energy. Are people from the past, okay? People that you may even be nostalgic about. Queen of Swords. Ooh. They said you a bitch. I love it. Oh, man. Okay, so, what do they say? Man, pile 6 is a bitch now. Like, pile 6, man, they got a big ass head. Pile 6 swear they all that. Man, pile 6 can't answer their phone no more. They knew shit. Oh, pile 6, pile 6, pile 6, pile 6. Like, that's what it's giving. Like, if anybody says anything about you bad, in regards to this specific energy, because I could tell your guides really want me to focus on the positive stuff, because a lot of positive stuff is actually said. You guys are a light for a lot of people. But if there is anybody that has a negative view on you, not to gas y'all, but they either truly don't know you and they're just like this bystander that just is, you know, miserable, you know, like a troll online, or there's somebody that you had a long-standing relationship with, or that you know them from your past, y'all used to be friends, whatever the fuck, y'all knew each other from back in the day, and they used to have control over you. They don't have control over you no more. This is a very, like, me, myself, and I, self-made autonomy type of vibe here. So no one can really say they made you, they brought you up, they this, they that. No, you did this. And that is bothering whoever is in this Queen of Swords energy. I feel like for some of you guys, it could be one specific person. For others of you, this is just a category of people that don't have control over you anymore, okay? What do people say behind my pile 6 back? Y'all knew this already. Is this really tea when you knew this already? Ace of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, balancing act avenue. Like, you got your shit together. That's what people are saying, like, you got your shit together. Y'all are the type of people that say you're gonna do something and then you actually end up doing it. Like, I just hear people say, like, damn, like, pile 6 always told me they was gonna do that, and they really did it. Like, they really made that shit happen. 10 of Cups, yeah, people think you live in the motherfucking life. Page of Wands, people wanna talk to you. If people do get to talk to you or say hello, or like you speak to somebody from the past, whoever the fuck, right? Let's say if they reach out like, hey, pile 6, I haven't talked to you in a long time. Oh, hey girl, how are you? Like, yeah, whatever the fuck, right? That's bragging rights. Like they feel like, oh, Pile 6, talk to me. Like if people was bragging about you, which they do, like this person would be like, oh yeah, that's crazy, I talked to Pile 6. They're like, you talk to Pile 6? Pile 6 don't never answer the phone. Like I can never get in touch with Pile 6. Yeah, we had a full-blown conversation. Like they'll gas it up, but like to be your friend or to know you, to speak to you, to be around you, to even say they knew you is like a big thing. Like, oh yeah, what's the word? There's a word for this, but like before there could have been for some of you guys where people didn't even look your way, but now it's like people brag to other people about knowing you. Like, oh, I knew her back in the day. Not even on like a petty ass tip where it's like, oh, I remember back in the day when they was lame and now they this. No, it's just like there's so much positive shit being said about you that so many people just they want to be in the know. Like they want to make it seem like y'all cool, y'all besties, y'all link. Even if you just say hello in a grocery store, they go, oh, y'all best friends. So that's how I know like people got a lot of love for you. But of course with this comes fake energy. I do feel like people say, like if you meet people, like if you see people out in public, I can resonate with this. It's not that you're not friendly. I just feel like you guys are very quick with speaking. Like maybe people don't think you're going to speak to them, but you do. And when you do, you either have great long conversations, or like some people might think they're not, hold up. Some people may think you're nicer than what they expected. Very enlightening conversation, but also, for those that you may not know, like people say you're like a real touch and go type of energy. Very clear, very direct. Some of you guys can even be very blunt. Two of Pentacles. Honey, people say they don't get to see you sweat. Like, I don't know, it doesn't matter how you used to be back in the day, because some of y'all definitely was a loose cannon, but nowadays people just wonder like, what does make this person tick? Like, that's how I know y'all hold yourself to a certain standard where you just don't let anybody see you go there. Like, I'm not saying that you can't go there, we all human, but it's like you know how to keep your emotions in check, you know how to keep it business, you know how to keep it professional, you know how to keep it cute, okay, when you need to. And everybody's talking about that, okay? You're very professional with how you handle business in certain conversation transactions, okay? Also with the 10 of Cups, I don't know why people are talking about this, but they're talking about your home life. Your home might look really nice. People talking about your decor, your relationship. If you got a big family, they think your family is beautiful, like your kids, you, your husband, like it's just a good look. It just looks good. And then also with that 10 of Cups, I just feel like there's a lot of people that fantasize about being with you, being tied into your life, okay? Like they want to be a part of your life. For some of those people, it's a sexual type of romantic type of vibe. They're just like, they really want to talk to you. Like, I don't know, I would not be surprised if there's people that have conversations. Like I just saw a group of boys being like, oh, I'm about to shoot my shot at so-and-so. You about to shoot your shot at so-and-so? Man, good luck with that. I tried to, because, you know, she ain't hit me up. I don't know. It's just like I can see people just talking about y'all. And like, even how I'm getting tongue-tied, like, I feel like people get tongue-tied when they talk about you, or if they were to come around you, because y'all just have that energy, okay? So let me see. If you guys have a channel, I feel like a lot of the people that you used to know or have came across in life, they watch you. Or if you have some type of social media presence, even if it's just you have an Instagram page, okay? Or you have a TikTok where you make TikToks, okay? They watch you. People watch you. And people do screenshot you. You are a part you guys are a part of a lot of people's screenshots, okay? I don't know why these words are coming out, because I'm having a hard time saying the SH word, so slushy, that was coming to me. And then when I was trying to say a pot came out. So like, I don't know, maybe I smoke, they smoke. I was thinking of Harry Potter, I don't know. But anyway, we have the Queen of Cups and the Three of Wands. Who is this? Oh yeah, I knew it. There's somebody that you used to be involved with romantically that is like, damn, Pile 6 actually ended up moving on. Like, they really moved on. But they're not looking at it in a way, as far as right now, with the energy I'm picking up on. Like, this isn't coming through as they like a sad energy. You actually moving on from this person has kind of ramped them up to want to step up to the plate to get your attention. Even if you're already in another connection, even if you're already in another state, it's just something about, like, when you say you're gonna do something, pile 6, you do it. So it might have took you a while to separate from this Knight of Cups, but you did, okay? You recognized that you were coming up as a queen, they were coming up as a knight, whether you're male or female, and you decided to go elsewhere to expand. And this person, even though they're not in your life no more, honey, they think it's hella attractive. Look at that. The Knight of Cups and the King of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. 3 of Cups, the Fool card. Someone's going to try to come back. They want to recounsel. Someone definitely wants to come back. Who is this person? What's their zodiac sign? The Emperor. So we have an Aries. Oh, they said pull from a different. Okay. I'll pull 3. We have Aries. Who is this person? The Last Judgment. Ooh, they're coming up as major arcana. We have Scorpio. Who is this person? That didn't want to come out. Okay. Who is this person for my pile 6 specifically? This is big energy. Whoever this is, I wouldn't be surprised if they have like a pride, because that Aries energy and that Scorpio, it's giving very Marsy. But let's see. Very intense. Who is this person? Last sign. Who is this person? The 9 of Cups. We have Pisces. This past person, I feel like y'all have had sex quite a few times, okay? Quite a few times. I don't know, the vibe might have been predominantly sex, okay? Just saying. But yeah, so those are the signs I'm getting with that. And let me just see, anything else that could give me some insight on what people are saying behind pile 6 back. I think I might need to do this reading, like an actual pick a card for this topic. Let me know down below. We have You Shocked Me, period. I'm telling you, you got people like, dang, pile 6, okay? But it's like, man, listen, it'd be like, how did y'all not know I was gonna be the shit when I always knew I was the shit? How did y'all not see this coming, okay? We have the jealousy is real, period. Oh, period, pile 6, okay? So, I mean, you gotta think about it. Like, not everybody is in a place where they can appreciate this energy, even though they do, in just a weird way. It's like, either people turn this, it's like admiration turned into envy. They're either one or the other. But it's all still admiration in a way, if that makes sense. So let's see, messages from my pile 6. This is juicy. Hold up. What do people say behind pile 6 back? Guarded heart. Okay, that's what I'm saying. People feel like, okay, there are certain people that feel like you're like unattainable. Like, very seldom are people able to get around you or get close to you or get back close to you, which is why I feel like that, to me, when you have that sense of like boundaries, that makes you very alluring to a lot of people. I don't know why. I think it's like a psychology thing. I don't know. But like when you're very selective with your energy, hard to reach, it's very like alluring. It's very, I don't know, it causes people to kind of like respect your time. But also when you do pop out, it's like appreciated more because it's like, oh, they don't really do this. So let's see, we have your intuition doesn't lie. So people could be talking about how you're very intuitive, how you might have told them something, whoever these people are, or you could be a reader like me, and it's like what you say comes to fruition. Like, you've given really bomb advice, and even if it wasn't positive stuff that you had to say, like if you told somebody like, you know, if you keep going down this route, you know, you're gonna end up in a situation, blah, 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 like a more negative situation, I feel like it's happened. So people say that you're very honest, and what you say is like always spot on, okay? So you could, like I said, you could be a reader, or this could just be period as a person. Like when you speak, it hits the mark, okay? Whew. We have I hate it here. Oh, so listen, you make people, this is beautiful because you make people really sit back and be like, damn, I could be doing better. You make them look at their situation and say, how can I challenge myself? Or what can I do to make myself, you know, happier in their own authentic way? But then you got other people, I'm not gonna lie, that are like shitty about you doing better in life. Like, I mean, it is what it is. But they're also getting motivation once they get past the insecurity, honey. Let's see, let's go to the tea deck. I was gonna end it but I'm not. But I'm not. Let's go with this. Anything can come out of here. So let's see. What's good with tea? What's good with tea? What's good with tea? For my pile 6. What they say behind my pile 6 back. What is said behind my pile 6's back? 3 cards, so 2 more. Ooh, you on somebody's mind, hella. Living rent free, can't get you out my head. There's another reading that I just did where this came out. So you might have resonated with that pile. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Anyway, people have you on their mind. Sitting on a pedestal, too perfect to fail. I told you, people talk highly about you, okay? Blocking finances, inability to see the bigger picture. So I actually think there are some people that feel like you could actually even be bigger than what you currently are. And I feel like these are your supporters. Like they know, now that they've seen you like reach these certain parts of yourself, like now it's like now everybody want to get on the bandwagon and support. But I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people feel like you could go even farther than what you've currently been doing. So because I'm just being nosy today, I just wanted to ask, I want to see what comes out of this deck to see if there's something that somebody from your past would like to say. This past person, what they want to say to my pile 6. There's someone that's definitely like wanting you back. So let's see, like maybe who is this person, any other details, oh shit, or what they want to say. One more. This person's name could start with a J. Okay. We have mend. I want to fix our connection. Well, we knew that. Broken. I feel shattered about this situation, as they should. Indecisive. I know my inability to make a decision hurts you. That's why you left in the first place. And then we also have missed opportunity. I didn't act when I should have. Yep, you didn't, and now you should have had a VA. You should have done what you didn't do, okay? And you know, that's not your problem, pile 6. So yes, pile 6, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down below in the comments.